Come on, OBS. There we go. Okay. Oh boy, that was 12,000 KB per second. Down to the regular 4,000 because we are now live. Or we should be, assuming OBS is not doing me dirty, which, is going to be a sad day. It's going to be a very sad day when OBS starts lying to us. But it's not, and we are back with the Paradox Hour. It's time to talk about spring anime. It is the 3+ episode check-in, except for the fact that the vast majority of these anime have far more than 3 episodes, and a couple of them even have less. Hooray for scheduling.
Bill, you roboted hard right there.
You sounded fine to me.
Might have been you then, Jack. I don't know. I mean, it could be me. I may end up, roboting to you too, because, I mean, when I was watching anime this morning, it started acting up. But the fine people at home should be fine, because the upload speed never goes below 50, which is insane to me.
That is pretty impressive, honestly.
It is very impressive. I think it's because nobody uploads anything. Like, everybody's using the download speed and sucking that dry. But other than me and maybe a few YouTubers on the side, I doubt anybody's using the upload speed. But anyway, the discussion of my internet is not the topic for today. As I said, spring anime, 3+ episode check-in. It's not, unfortunately. No, we don't get to go in depth of my internet woes throughout my life.
Darn.
When I was in high school, the house that my parents' house that I was living in, generally didn't get above 1 megabyte. So that was fun.
Ooh.
That was always fun.
That's rough.
Sometimes it didn't even get above 0.1.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, we were in the middle of nowhere and nowhere near the box, so we got garbage speeds. But I'm not there anymore. So, starting us off, it is A Couple of Cuckoos. I've read the Anifem review of the premiere. It sounded bad.
Not bad per se, but it's like everyone in this premise is an idiot.
So it's
like
that kind of rom-com.
Yes. So these two people in the picture, they got swapped at birth somehow.
Didn't they have hair when they were born?
Yes, they did, and yet somehow they still got swapped at birth.
What?
Even though they are different sexes, have different hair, and look completely different.
That's not how. What?
Yeah, I don't know how it happened either. Gross incompetency, probably.
Or somebody was just bored and thought it'd be fun to swap babies.
Could be. I will not rule that out. But their parents found out about this eventually and arranged a meetup so that they can meet their biological children. And they decided to arrange a marriage between the two of them, because why the fuck not?
Because it's the 19th century now, I guess.
Yes, and they don't tell the boy this. They tell the girl this, and she's annoyed by this. And they don't know that either of them is going to this meetup.
What?
So,
what?
Yeah, everyone's an idiot here.
Everyone's
so they wind up running.
This is more than idiocy. This is assholery.
This is almost like my suspension of disbelief here. I just
there is none. There is no ability to suspend the disbelief.
Yeah. Like even for
better.
anime, like this sounds like a bit.
That's better because even though they pretend that they are going out,
okay,
because he wants to get her parents to fuck off with the arranged marriage, and then they meet up and they realize, oh, they were arranged to marry each other, and now they realize this.
So when you say her parents, do you mean the parents that took her home, or the parents that birthed her?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. That clears everything up.
I don't recall off the top of my head, if I'm being honest. This is just very very comedy of errors-esque. Except, yeah. Further complicating matters is that the dude has a crush on someone else, and he can't confess that crush until he beats her test scores or some shit like that. I don't know.
What?
I think it's a self-imposed limitation, if I'm being
Okay.
honest. Because she apparently said at one point that she wouldn't want to go out with anyone who who wasn't smarter than her, or something. I don't know.
Great.
Ah.
And she's
Okay.
got the top grades in the class.
Wonderful.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, and also, apparently his adopted sister starts to realize, oh, we're not related by blood, are we? And it's like, no, 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 stop, stop,
Oh
stop.
no. I watched Gig's video about
Yes.
this
Yeah.
season, and yeah.
Giguk reacted as Giguk is wont to do.
Yeah.
I feel like the author saw Domestic Girlfriend and went, I can make this stupider, and I can make this maybe a little bit trashier.
Gigik made that comparison too.
Honestly, nothing will ever be trashier than Domestic Girlfriend.
Oh
You
no.
don't know that.
I do know that.
That is an incredibly high bar of
Yeah,
trash.
Bill, you have no idea. You have not read or watched it.
Yeah, for good reason.
I'm not saying I blame you. Honestly, I can't blame you.
Like I saw you, like, both of you, like, just basically weeping at the ending of that trash fire, and just went, phew,
Yeah,
I
that
dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
I wow.
Words cannot describe how furious I was.
Yeah.
Words can
But yeah,
describe how amused I was seeing the reaction to all this. Absolutely hilarious for me.
Anyways, yeah, this one is honestly at this point I know what's going to happen probably. Like, as is always the case with this shit, these two are going to wind up falling in love or some shit and getting together, and it's going to be wrote by the numbers, and I'm just going to watch a couple episodes and then drop it. So I can
Okay.
say that I've watched enough.
I mean, this is too core, so you know.
Yeah, it is.
Also, I
Jeez.
wouldn't bet against, you know, or I wouldn't bet on there just being one girl falling in love with him. It's tagged as harem.
There are three at least.
Yeah.
The visual
It's
shows
this
one
girl,
guy
it's
and three girls, so
yeah, it's this girl, the girl he's competing against in the in the test off, I guess, and of course the little sister, because why the fuck not? Hey, they're not related by blood. Whatever.
yeah, so that makes it okay, right?
No.
No.
It is trash. It might be a fun trash, but it's still trash.
Yeah.
Verdict reached. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on then to Aharen is Indecipherable.
Have either of you started this one?
No.
Nope. I
Okay.
don't plan so.
Okay. It's still very
My
cute
God.
and fun.
Fucking hairstyles.
So
Oh god, I
Aharen
didn't
over
see
here.
the Yu-Gi-Oh one!
Yeah.
Okay, I saw Yu-Gi-Oh! And I saw a couple others I recognized.
So you've got Yu-Gi-Oh,
Is that
you've got
freaking Shinobu.
you've got Josuke, you've got is that meant to be oh fuck, I hate that I'm blanking on the name. Flower Girl, Aerith from FF7.
Which one?
Top right.
Top right? No, that's Shinobu.
Oh, is that Shinobu?
Yeah,
Okay.
see the butterfly ribbon, right?
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure
And then
Aerith has one as well.
She might, but it's definitely Shinobu.
The hair's too short for it to be Aerith.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see fucking Kenpachi in there.
Yeah. So
Bottom
she had
right.
a very bad hair day, and as in like her very long hair was literally all sticking up, and there were a few funny scenarios in which our what's the main protagonist's name? Rido. I think his name's Rido.
Yeah, right. I think.
Yeah, Rido. They get they get Aharen's friend to cut her hair, and because of Aharen's friend's the way she acts around Rido, how she doesn't really care for him too much, he sort of thinks that she might do bad things to her hair, but no. But yeah, this is pretty much this is one of those fluffy shows that doesn't leave me with too much to say about it. It's cute and fun, but I can't for the life of me remember what happened after this one. I think I only watched the first 3 so far. But
Are you planning to watch more?
yeah, I'm enjoying it enough for that, but this might be one of those shows where it's like I watched it completely and I don't remember that much about it except that it was cute.
Well then.
But yeah. It's still very it's very cute, very fun, but doesn't leave me with much to really talk about, unfortunately.
That's about right.
Yeah. But the visual gags in this show are very good, as you can see.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna watch it though because I have Komi-san.
Oh no, that's perfectly understandable. There's too many good comedies this season.
Well, I will say this now. There are a lot of good comedies that that gets at least some of their comedy from just facial expressions.
Oh yeah.
Like collecting the screenshots for this stream, so many fucking just hilarious facial expressions.
Oh yeah, no, I had that issue too, especially with Kaguya. Kaguya had a bevy of facial expressions for me to collect.
I think I did end up
just
picking
one episode.
Yeah, I think I did end up picking two Kaguya screenshots. So.
Oh, I'm looking forward to see which ones you picked.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cute show, very fun. Doesn't leave me with much to talk about, at least right now. So we can move on here.
Moving on then to the first of the sports shows, Aoashi.
This is the soccer one, right?
This is the football one, yes.
The soccer one, right?
The football one, yes.
Soccer.
The football one, yes. There is a ball, and they hit it with their foot. It's football.
The soccer ball, yeah. I'm sorry, please.
No,
please
it's fine. Oh, anyway, this remains good. I continue to like main character Ashito, even if he does yell a lot. I would say he yells around as much as Asta.
Oh, that's a lot.
But
that is a lot.
But it's more palatable because, you know, better
voice,
better voice and better direction, I think.
Yeah.
Because that was the issue. That was the issue with Asta in the sub.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Because I mean, hey, the guy's gone on to give, you know, good performances in other shows, so I can't exactly blame him.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So all of the 3 episodes that have aired after the premiere have basically been the tryout for Tokyo City Esperion, which is the pro team that Ashito is trying to join. So
Esperion sounds fancy.
It does, yeah. I mean, you know, it made me think of fucking Pokemon and Espeon, but you know, that's just me, and I'm not even a Pokemon fan, so you know, it's really saying something there. So yeah, so he gets to the tryout, does fairly well. Eventually manages to catch the coach's eye by actually trying to work together with people, which seem to be in very low supply. Basically because the coach has said, "Hey, there's possibly no spots here, so you got to do your best," which made everybody hyper competitive, of course.
Naturally.
Um,
How else would
yeah. So we got some of the characters who are actually going to stick around. Clearly going to stick around because hey, they're in the OP and they actually got attention.
Yeah, that's how that tends to work.
So we got Otome and Tachibana, who are in the screenshot. They're quite. Tachibana, we haven't really spent enough time with for me to say he's properly fun. Otome is great. I like him. Yeah, and then the final test for the final 11 candidates was to face the actual Esperion youth team, which is led by a dickhead, a Kutsu, like a complete and utter jackass who just like reveled in telling in particular Ashito that everybody on Ashito's team was shit. At one point he
Sounds like a pleasant guy.
Yeah, and at one point he, to be fair, it might not have been purposeful, but you know, having gotten to know him over the course of 2 episodes, I feel like it was probably on purpose. Fell onto Ashito's ribs, at the very least bruising them, if not cracking them. There was a worrying sound made once the impact landed, but you know, you don't know with anime.
Yeah, sometimes I like to be overly dramatic about these things.
Yeah, and in the end, Ashito got in. There's also a potential romance developing with a girl called Ichijo, who is the coach's stepsister, sister-in-law. Not entirely sure of that relationship. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a decent amount of chemistry there, so I wouldn't be too upset with it.
But Mill, I thought all sports anime had to be at least a little gay.
Not all of them. I'm fine with some of them not being gay. There's enough gay ones this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to them.
There are enough gay ones. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying this, and this is going to be one where I also end up watching the dub because Kieran Strange is voicing Ashito in the dub, and obviously I loved him in Mars Red. So at this point, anything he's in, I'm gonna at least give a try. Considering I'm enjoying Aoashi as it is, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it.
That's nice.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping for good things. Who else was in that?
And it sounds like isn't a opium, so that's nice.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a decent enough cast. You got Eric Vale as the coach as well.
Oh, always fun to see Eric Vale in something.
Yeah, always love Eric Vale. Fortunately, not got any. Only the fucking cast list is only on ANN is only showing the characters from the first episode, which is not helpful considering like a good 80% of them don't show up again, or not in any like big capacity.
That's rough, buddy.
But yeah, Aoashi, good sports show. Good sports show. Moving on to moving on to the second of the 5 sports shows this season.
Jesus.
Birdie Wing, Golfer Girls' Story, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
This also happens to be the only sports anime I'm actually watching.
Oh hell yeah!
You should watch Dance Dance Danseur. I will say that now because it's not really a sports anime.
Also, this one is probably the gayest of the sports anime.
Yeah, probably.
Quite possibly.
I wouldn't bet against that though. I think Dance comes fairly close. Also Fanfare. Fanfare does come close.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to Fanfare.
Honestly, Aoashi is the only remotely straight one. But yeah,
that seems to be about right.
But yeah, Birdie Wing, really enjoying this bullshit.
Oh yeah, this has been a delight so far.
Fun ship. Mm-hmm.
So actually got to see Aoi and Eve interact fully, and yeah, the fucking homoerotic sparks flew.
Oh no,
Yeah.
instantly. There's
Look,
not a straight bone
episode
between them.
by episode 4, Eve has already said that she has Aoi's name carved into her heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
don't
don't know
mention
how much
that.
hair.
Yeah,
without actually just kissing. Yeah, I don't think you can get much gayer.
yeah. And
Um,
Aoi was not very pleased when Eve accidentally stood her up.
it
Yep.
was so sad to see the tear drawn
Yeah.
on Papoon.
Yeah, that's like the saddest thing. You
That was
can't do
actually
that.
legitimately saddening, yeah.
Uh, you hate to see it.
Yeah,
Also weird vampire golfer.
weird vampire lesbian golfer at that.
Yeah, weird vampire lesbian golfer.
I mean,
Oh,
let's
she's explicitly lesbian, too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So does anyone want to raise their hand and say that they didn't get her whole shtick? Because it seemed fairly clear, honestly. Like,
No, I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure I got it.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It was perfume shit.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was the fact that perfume was mentioned, and then stuff started going wrong. It was like, okay, yeah, perfume's messing with Eve. That's
I
fairly
didn't even
clear.
notice the perfume was mentioned. I just caught on kind of just after she started unzipping and
Yeah.
shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
I just-
the unzipping was the one that made it clear. But that's no bad thing. I'm not,
No.
I'd rather there be obvious hints to it than no hints at all.
yeah.
Also, that lady loved to show off her cleavage. God damn.
Yeah. uh,
But yeah, I imagine Eve's gonna get on the circuit now proper.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not
Next
before,
episode involves VR golf.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
They really just looked at golf and said, look, there's only so many ways we can make this entertaining. We've got to add in, crazy aspects of golf, like underground golf tournaments or, a fucking shifting golf course or VR golf. We've got to add something. There's only so many times we can show the animation of these two hitting the ball.
Look, golf is not necessarily a boring sport to play, but it is an extremely boring sport to watch.
Not in this show.
No, this has been quite
Anime makes
entertaining.
everything better.
Yeah. Oh, I especially loved in episode 2, the innocent tyrant.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. That was just
Right.
so. I love that character archetype of just like a complete sweetheart, but entirely terrifying.
Yeah. Not a care in the world. Isn't that right, Pat-kun?
Yeah, it just never gets old.
Also, real quick, I gotta say that each of the golfers has like a really weird, goofy gimmick because it just makes the whole thing so much more entertaining than if they were all like
yeah.
playing it straight professional, you know?
Oh
Eve
yeah,
isn't actually good at golf. She's just really strong, and she likes hitting balls with a stick.
yeah.
She just straight up brute forces her way through golf. It's kind of incredible.
No, I love how she used that same freaking angle during the tournament to go through the after
forest,
she broke
yeah.
the tree branch.
Yeah.
That was great.
I mean, when Aoi's caddy was just like, foolish, she's going the same route. I was like, but she took out her obstacle from last time, so this will probably go
Exactly.
better.
Yeah. She carved her own path.
Yeah.
She doesn't have time for any technical nonsense.
But I do like that contrast of Eve literally is just fucking going, alright, just gonna hit this as fucking hard as possible. Whereas Aoi's actually like making all these like precise calculations and and landing them on exact spots. Though, you know, knew instantly that shenanigans were up when Aoi missed that last putt.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't hurt that the underground boss lady was making a villainous pose at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just did a full-on gloat pose. Everyone in this anime is hammy as fuck, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's great. It's wonderful.
It is. It really is. See, this is the kind of over-the-top nonsense that's necessary to get me into a sports anime.
Oh yeah. It's also what's necessary to make golf entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Look, all power to you if you can enjoy golf, either playing or watching or both. It's just like, just no.
Yeah. To most people,
It's a
it's
real
just
boring
not-
sport.
Yeah.
I admire the skill of the people who play it well.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. How I don't know how the fuck they do that, but there you go.
I mean, I
But
fucking
yeah.
suck at. I know that much.
I'd probably be able to hit it pretty far. I probably wouldn't be able to give it any direction.
I just play putt putt, so
Putt travels through.
Anyway, yes, this is very good. Looking forward to where it goes next and how it's gonna escalate from here with its fucking with some of these character archetypes.
one of the many really good originals this season.
Mm.
This is a good season for originals.
Yeah.
But moving on, no Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall because you know Disney Plus
Disney.
jail.
Yeah.
So we are moving on to our first continuation.
Squeakle.
Q.
Well, Squeakle with an asterisk. It just continues off from where it freaking left off. So do you remember when I said the next episode preview at the end of last season said second season confirmed?
Yes.
That was referring to that was the episode title.
Oh.
Because it was the show they were acting in. That got a second season.
Okay.
I didn't catch on to that.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That's clever as hell.
Yeah.
I gotta give credit where it's due.
Yeah,
So,
that's pretty good.
So yeah, that show's getting a second season, and another one of the groups at the agency got to audition, and they got the role for that second season. So that's good fun. The context for this screenshot, however, is so the group that's doing the radio show, they got mysterious fan mail where basically in very poor Japanese trying to offer them a job, but of course it's sketchy as hell. But one of the girls is dumb enough to actually look into it legitimately before actually getting them to send in a proper request to the agency.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they end up looking into it, and it turns out to just be this empty office building that is controlled entirely by people around the world with the internet and their network. And I don't know exactly what they're making it. They didn't make it very clear. I think it's some sort of game or something that the radio show girls are going to be able to voice act in, because apparently their show is what managed to bring all these people together for what they're making.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool.
Yeah. So a bit of suspension of disbelief here. It's hard because like this entire office was like remote controlled. Like there were like lighting up signs and shit, but there wasn't a single person in that office. So it's like, how the hell did you do that? And it was yeah. So, but it's pretty entertaining. So that's fun, and that's pretty much it so far. But yeah, the girls are starting to get proper voice acting roles now.
That's
and
good.
Yeah, that's where we're at so far. I'm not caught up. I'm one episode behind. Because there's one group, the ones who are the virtual idols, who they have some sort of mysterious big announcement and they don't know what it is. And
Good old
and for some reason they're worried that it's canceled, but there wouldn't be like an announcement post on the website with a countdown if it being canceled. So that's just I don't know where they get that idea.
To be fair, I wouldn't put it past some like scummy show to have just, or scummy studio to have cancelled it and then forgotten to take the countdown down.
I guess I don't know.
But
Well, yeah,
I agree with you.
studios
It's
be like
unlikely. It is unlikely.
that probably isn't it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that's all about. But yeah, this continues to be quite fun. I look forward to seeing where this stuff goes. I'm just happy to see more voice acting shenanigans going on.
Good. Good, good, good. Moving on then to the third sports show, though as I said, it's not really I wouldn't say it's really a sports show. Dance Dance Danseur.
Dance Dance Revolution.
This is
Where's that anime?
This has been so hard to get through.
Only.
Really?
This has been so uncomfortable, these first 4 episodes.
How so? Is it the
What an
masculinity
asshole.
thing?
So the big thing that that happened in, I think it was episodes 2 and 3. Yeah, I think it was episodes 2 and 3. Is that we got properly introduced to Luo-kun, Luo Mori, who is Miyako's cousin, and is also a dancer. And so let me sort out his backstory in my mind. His mother is a former idol turned actress, who has had a lot of scandals to the point where it's very possible Luo is the product of an affair.
Oh.
He was then basically handed off to his grandmother, his mother's mother, who was abusive.
Oh no.
In trying to get him to basically dance as well as his mother, and now he is with the Godais, who are his cousins, his aunt and cousin, and Junpei is here being a fucking toxic masculinity ridden 14-year-old, however the fuck old he is.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually he basically is supposed to be attending the same school but doesn't turn up for ages because he just doesn't want to. But we eventually learn that was actually a condition of some sort of what was it, a contract he had with Chizuru, Miyako's mum, to get her to enter him into overseas dance competitions. And then he turns up, and basically his quiet nature, the fact that I'm fairly sure he'd been living overseas for a while, and so isn't great at reading Japanese, and the fact that he's got a famous mum who apparently advertised her kid's name, which was great. And it's Luo is a very recognizable name. Not many people have that name.
Mm-hmm.
Basically resulted in him being bullied a lot. Unfortunately, the main perpetrators were members of Junpei's friend group.
Lovely.
So we got a good episode's worth of content of just these guys just fucking bullying Luo while Junpei sat back and watched. Complicating matters is the fact that Junpei learns that the the reason Miyako approached him is because she thought he could be Luo's friend. And at this point, Junpei is feeling jealous of Luo because Luo is better at dancing. So that's a whole fucking mess. And yeah, it's
Are no these?
the
It sounds like almost everyone in this show is either an idiot or an asshole.
Not really. As I said, I'm not going to say I don't blame Junpei for not jumping in, because obviously he should. It's, it's the correct choice, it's the morally correct choice. And eventually he does to an extent, but it's only after, a fair bit of bullying. But at the same time, he is an incredibly insecure 14-year-old who is going through some shit.
Mm.
And, he thought a girl was interested in him, and then learned that she was only interested in him so that he could be a friend to her cousin, who... So I'm not going to say this is actually going to happen, but there has been a little bit of potential romance between the cousins.
God damn it.
Certainly from Junpei's point of view. I don't know. We haven't got either Miyako or Luo's, perspective on this. Honestly, from Luo's perspective, I doubt there's anything there. But from Junpei's perspective, there was romance there, and so he was, feeling very upset and slighted and all that shit. Luo, he's an abused kid. I'm not blaming blaming him for any of his behavior, frankly. He could be a little bit of less of a dick to Junpei, but I'm not gonna tell him what he can and can't do. Miyako, she probably should have mentioned early on that that's the reason why she approached Junpei, but it is what it is. She's a fucking teenager. What I will say is that this show is doing a very good job of portraying teenagers as fucking idiots and sometimes assholes. Very good job, right. But that's what makes it so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I do think it's doing well. That's the thing. As I said, Junpei does eventually step in. And in doing so, basically what happens is that, again, they bully Luo by basically, they're meant to be doing a choral performance, like choral tournament of
Music?
some things. No, like singing between classes. And Luo's class basically shove him alone on stage, dressed as a girl, and tell him to sing his mum's idol song. Yeah, it's real uncomfortable. Then Luo basically shoves it in their faces by doing a dance routine. And eventually, and it's it's what makes Junpei come to this realization, the one that he has been struggling with for basically 3 episodes at this point, that being manly, being cool, means being able to stick to his beliefs, and I'm basically quoting that from the show. And so he basically declares to his friends, I'm doing ballet. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna do ballet. I'm quitting the soccer club.
Yeah.
And they take that about as well as you'd expect idiot asshole teenagers.
Man.
Yeah.
Are they trying to beat the shit out of him?
They don't try and beat the shit out of him. They just abandon him. We haven't.
That's about right.
There's only been 1 episode since then, and we haven't heard anything from them. But it's been a few months, and we haven't heard anything. So I'm assuming. Oh no, we did hear something. They kicked him from the group chat.
Whatever shall I do?
Which is essentially the kiss of death in social terms for teenagers. So
yeah.
But yeah, so spent the 4th episode training. Should be good. As I said, I do think this is a really good show. It's just really uncomfortable at times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sounds it.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot you just
Yep.
described.
Like
Wow.
I would put it in the same vein as Silent Voice.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
In that
Oh
it's
god.
really well, not necessarily to the same extent, because
Mhm.
it is only over the course of maybe a couple of weeks.
Mhm.
You know, over the course of about an episode, maybe an episode and a half. And you know, it never gets to. I'm fairly sure there was like suicide baiting in the Silent Voice, right?
no baiting, but there was, I believe, an attempt.
Yeah.
We never get to that point. But I, you know, my point is that there is bullying. It is portrayed as, you know, awful, but it is there and it is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, I wouldn't consider this a, you know, full necessarily sports show.
Yeah.
Um, and I do think that the the character aspects, the character work is done really well. Um, so I would recommend giving it a try, Jack.
I will see about that.
Yeah.
Free time is kind of hard for me
I
to come by.
I may do the same at some point. You know, I'll add it to my list right now, and I'll get to it when I get to it.
Mm-hmm. As I said, I do think it's a good show. It's
Yeah,
just so
I
tough.
believe you.
It's
That
so
heavy shit,
tough.
like
Yeah.
that heavy shit can be hard to go through, but it's usually that's usually the sign of a good show. If it's portrayed well, it's supposed to
Yeah.
be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the uncomfortable heights of, or it reaching new uncomfortable heights. I'm sure.
Just like their necks.
They're nowhere near as bad as fucking Welcome to the Ballroom, and I will
No,
take
but
solace in
still.
that.
uh, the comparison has been made though.
Yeah, oh,
Oh
100%.
yes.
I'm just checking.
Thank
No,
you, guys.
no, the character designer was not the one who did Welcome to the Ballroom. Okay, just checking that.
Damn, that would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious.
Just checking that. But it is the director who did Zombieland. So,
Oh. Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
and obviously, fucking great cast, as I said during the premiere stream. Main cast of Daiki Yamashita, Koki Uchiyama, and Kaede Hondo.
That is a good ass cast.
Yeah. So, but we do have to move on now to The Dawn of the Witch.
I heard this show is great.
Yeah, not really. I mean, yeah,
Thank you for choosing this
I kind of
spot.
had to do this one.
What?
Yeah,
What is
This is a
that?
throwaway gag. It's a throwaway gag, unfortunately.
it is.
It's still quite funny.
It is funny.
It is very funny.
Also funny. Well,
Unfortunately,
you've also got you know, just rising up into the screen is one of the female characters going, no, no, no. This is not what I want to see. Unfortunately, that's about the extent of the yaoi, and it goes full heterosexual from then on in. Because
That's a shame.
actually, no, there's a little bit more yaoi. Because
Okay, cool.
there is a segment at a bathhouse that frankly doesn't need to be there. There is literally no point to that scene other than fan service.
mm-hmm.
Where fuck, what are their names? Sable and Kodo? Is
I
that his
forget.
name? Where is it?
I
There.
don't.
Uh, Kudo?
Kudo, that's it.
Kudo. Yeah, where Sable and Kudo are in the were in the fucking bath, um, and then the fucking lolly just decides to walk in because 100 years ago mixed bathing was fine.
Sounds about right.
So Sable and Kudo run out and then run into the other female character. Uh, she I
Or,
think
I believe.
yeah. She either doesn't have a towel or drops her towel. So Kudo grabs Sables to give to her, and then they both spend time looking at his dick, which is apparently very big.
Yes.
They make
Okay.
they make that remark that there is a monster down there, so it's either fucking huge or incredibly grotesque.
I guess it's huge because Kudo doesn't freak out about it to the
Yeah.
degree that Holt does.
Mm. He does
He
still
is,
seem quite off put though.
yes.
Yeah, there's just not enough interesting about the show.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not to mention they just shoved a both Hort and Kudo's backstories into episode 2 for the most part.
Yep.
It's
That was fun.
yeah. I just don't care really. Oh, and
Yeah.
they the one vaguely interesting thing about Sable, the fact that he can't really cast any spells, they fucking ruined by basically saying, "Oh, the reason you can't cast any spells is because you're so powerful."
Oh, for fuck's sake! This trope again?
Yeah, that trope again.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was
Yep.
fucking fun.
Oh, it gets better because the next episode that neither of us are going to be watching, apparently Sable's going to French the lolly, so that's fun.
Oh, wonderful! I did see that in the OP and just went, this is where I drop the show, but
Yeah,
when that
well, it's
happens,
gonna
I
happen
drop.
episode 5, and I'm not watching that, so
I mean,
bye-bye.
I didn't even watch episode 4.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I watched up until episode 3 and went, well, that's all I need to watch.
Yep. I just wanted to get confirmation that it would actually happen in the show to make sure that I was 100% completely justified in dropping this in every single regard possible.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that doesn't
bye.
surprise me. This show's been trashy as fuck.
Not the good kind of trashy either.
Yeah, bad trashy. So yeah, that's everything. So moving on to, oh god,
Daimon.
Daimon.
Daimon? Daimon?
Daimon.
Daimon.
Daimon?
Damn it.
The fucking sweet show with the father daughter dynamic. That's what I'm fucking calling it. It's got a subtitle. I can call it its subtitle. Where is it? I think it's like delicious recipe for happiness. Recipe for happiness. That's what this is.
Okay.
As I said, lots of comedy to be mined from facial expressions.
It's a fun show. It was a really nice show.
Yeah. So we are introduced to Nagamu's ex-girlfriend, Kanako.
Yep.
And frankly, the X part might have been a complete misunderstanding on both of their parts.
Yeah, I think they're both idiots, and they fucked up and broke up on accident from both sides.
Yeah, so basically what happened is Kanako came home to find Nagamu reading the letter from his family, and him basically saying, "Okay, I've got to go home." So Kanako says, "I prefer Western sweets," and leaves. Nagamu
Presumably to go for the day or something. I don't know, because she apparently came back.
We don't fucking know. Nagumo takes that as basically, okay, she's breaking up with me, and leaves to go back home, and leaves a note saying, I'm sorry. Kanako comes back, sees this, and assumes she's been dumped.
What? Okay.
So they're both idiots.
They are both fucking morons.
They sound like idiots.
Which is not outside of the characterization for Nagumo.
Yes.
That said, getting a little tired of the dad really, like, laying into him for leaving.
Yeah, that's getting to be pretty old.
Because, like,
I
did
like the hypnosis bit, though. The hypnosis bit was funny.
The hypnosis bit was funny once it realized that was the reason for the reaction, and the best part was the fact that they had to try it like 30 times.
Yeah.
And apparently kept getting roughed up in between them. This is also the show with the cross-dressing character.
Yeah. And it's not really played for laughs.
No.
Really. It is played for laughs when Nagumo tries it, because he is terrible at it. But it's only a one-off gag at the very end of the segment, so...
Yeah. So I admit I got quite confused throughout that segment, because first I thought, oh, it's like Saki's sister, and then it was revealed that it was somebody cross-dressing, and so I went, is it Saki's brother? And then, oh,
No,
it's Saki himself.
Did you not notice the mole?
No. Not at all. His brother could have had a mole. You don't know.
In the same fucking place on his face.
I honestly didn't take that part of him in. We also have confirmation that Itsuka's dad is also Nagumo's mentor and former bandmate.
Which I have to say, I fucking called it.
Mm-hmm.
I reserve the right to glow about this because I did call this.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did.
I'm happy when I get these things right.
And he's probably a dick, considering he's clearly still in Kanto. In Kyoto, in fact.
Yeah. I'd say 60-40 on him being a deadbeat versus him just having some reason that I'm sure will get explained. It will probably be unsatisfying.
I'm leaning towards deadbeat, because even if you think, look, I'm a starving musician, I don't think I can support my child, so I'm gonna give her to the parents of my friend who I know will look after her. Stay in fucking touch!
Yeah, no, that's probably a smart idea. Unfortunately, he did not seem to think of that because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And or a dumbass.
We also get Mitsuru's segment or episode. In fact, I think it was a whole episode.
Yeah, I think so.
And her wanting to be a musician.
Yeah, that was the entire second episode.
Yeah. It was good. I mean, it's been a little bit jumpy, I think, between segments.
Yeah.
Not a massive amount of not massively good flow, I think. But it's still been good.
Yeah, the biggest issue is just how episodic it feels.
Yeah. And I do hope that, somebody fucking hears the story of Nagumo and Kanako's breakup and goes, "You fucking idiots."
Yes.
But that's the thing.
As it should be.
They've clearly got good chemistry with each other and clearly like each other still.
Yeah. They're just both dumbasses.
Yeah.
Which makes them even better compliments for each other, right?
But Yeah, the screenshot is from when Itsuka just decided on her way to school to get on a bus because she thought she saw her dad get on.
Yeah, and these two girls were trying to call out to her, and then they see her just get on the bus, and the bus leaves, and
Mm-hmm.
she's not there, and they're like, "Uh oh."
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a decent enough show. I don't think it's massively high in my rankings, honestly. It's
it's somewhere in the middle for me.
I don't think it's in too much danger of getting dropped unless it does really have a bad stretch, but it's certainly not reaching the upper echelon for me.
Mm.
Echelon.
I think I have a higher opinion of it than you do, but not by too much.
Hmm.
I think this is a pretty good one, but I don't think it's anything spectacular either.
I mean,
Still,
I think part of it is that I just prefer Nagomu when he's actually sort of taking things seriously. His goofball personality isn't vibing massively with me.
mm, I can kind of see that. I enjoy him being a bit of a goofball and a sad sack, but at the same time, I can see why that wouldn't be
Again,
hyper appealing.
the sad sack bit is because like he's taking a lot of shit from his dad in particular, and that's just getting like really honestly kind of frustrating.
Mm,
Especially knowing that the dad, basically said, "Oh, I don't think he's cut out for this." But if you say that, yeah, you maybe don't know that Nagomu heard that, but if you say that, then you can't really complain when he leaves. Uh, but we'll see if that gets explored later on. Moving on then to the Demon Girl Next Door Season 2.
this is a really fun show.
I've got 3
Helped him
screenshots for
sleep.
this, so I'll
Excellent,
periodically move on to another one.
excellent. Yes, uh, these characters just have great chemistry overall, and Sham and Shamiko just relentlessly trying to be the oh ooh scary demon villainess and utterly failing while still being incredibly funny. I love this shit. It's great. Uh, it really helps that none of the other characters really take her attempts to be evil seriously. Yeah, I thought you'd like that screenshot just because of how absurd it is.
Mm.
Papier Demon, who got absolutely fucked up at some point. And he winds up press ganging Shamiko into getting a job at a cafe because he needs the help
Looks
because
like
he
it,
got
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah. Did he fuck around and find out?
I don't recall exactly what happened, but he just got really fucked up, and his only employee is the fox lady sitting next to him.
Mm.
So yeah, kind of need more hands on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show has some really fun, absurd situations like that. Like a classic one. Also, I'm kind of surprised you didn't choose the screenshot of Shamiko and Momo together.
Mm.
The show is also really gay.
Yeah,
I'm being
I have heard
honest.
that, yeah.
Like Shamiko and Momo have a lot of chemistry and a lot of subtext. To the point where it's almost text, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in the premiere, Momo straight up thought that Shamiko was asking her out on a date. And she dressed accordingly. So yeah, no, this is really fun.
I do have
A
to
lot of
ask, how likely is it that something is actually going to happen there, or is it just going to be bait?
I have no fucking clue, honestly. The manga's still ongoing, but it's had a lot of subtext throughout the series. Also, there's not a single male character in the series besides the tapir who is not presented in any way like that's viable.
That's not stopped shows. Look at fucking Starlight, damn it.
No comment. I don't want the Starlight people roasting me.
I'll make a
Hello.
comment. They don't fucking commit.
How dare you?
Yeah, no. I have no fucking clue if they're going to actually go for it or not. There's been a lot of subtext, and it's pretty damn. There's a lot of it's if they went for it, it would be very natural and it would make a lot of sense. Is all I'm saying.
Making sense has not generally been a good enough reason in the past. Cough, cough, aquatope.
Look, if this goes the October route and just doesn't have anything happen at all, I'd rather that than it be like shoehorning in a guy just to make just to quote unquote make it clear that the girl is straight, which does not prevent the explanation. Oh, so they're bi then. But yeah. Oh, also this bit right here with this is Shamiko's ancestor Lilith, who normally resides in that little statuette you saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of her mobile bodies, and they're trying to launch her at a seal to undo it. And they have 10 attempts. Guess how many attempts it takes for them to actually hit the seal?
9.
It takes all 10. You see the splatters of the little familiars all around the seal before they finally get it. It's hilarious. They don't even show it happening. They just cut to afterwards after they finally succeed in getting the seal erased. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's
Oh,
a fun show. I recommend checking that out, please.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. But moving on to Digimon Ghost Game. Because Toei is back.
Toei is back finally. Thank goodness, as we will touch upon even more in a bit. But in which the subject matter has been getting even more dark with each episode. I only have 2 episodes to talk about here. The first of which is where people just keep getting caught in endless nightmare. And that trope where if they get injured in the nightmare, they get the same injuries in real life.
If
yada,
you die
yada.
in the dream, you die in real life.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Dun, dun, dun.
Turns out it was I think it's named Pillowmon. It was because a Pillowmon had a bad encounter with a Skull Greymon in the digital world, and ever since it had nightmares. So, but because of its ability, that also ended up pulling other people into its nightmare. So they have to beat the dream Skull Greymon and wake Pillowmon up in order to get everyone out of it. So, and then the episode after that is where Digimon keeps spontaneously growing antenna and emitting bug-like behavior and trying to actually eat people. And that's not ideal, obviously, as you can see with Gammamon here. Yeah. So, and in this episode, it's actually pretty nice because we get some returning Digimon. We get Clockmon from episode 1, who is the antagonist there, who's basically playing vigilante and trying to stop the Digimon from rampaging. And then we get Mummymon from episode 2, who's playing doctor, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And it turns out that a Morphomon, which is like this butterfly Digimon, was caught, I think, in a firewall by this one person who basically wanted to do experiments on it. And in its cries for help, these spores were released that spread across electronic devices all over Japan, and it got pretty messy. So luckily they break into this woman's house, they take her freaking hard drive, and they freaking crack it open. And so yeah, but get some pretty dark scenes here and there, which is pretty refreshing because this is meant to be a show with a bit more of a spooky vibe, and it's been getting progressively even better at that. So it's been enjoyable, but I'm still waiting for the real meat of the plot to come into play. But
Careful when you say that. You might get more than you bargained for.
nah, we've been meandering long enough. I liked it so far, but I'm ready to progress, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's good show. It's fun, but
Good.
also animation's been took a step up ever since. So I guess Toei has been able to get their better staff on some of these episodes.
That's good.
But yeah, we can move on to the other Toei show.
Well, yes, because unsurprisingly, nobody fucking watched more of Don't Hurt Me Healer.
Oh fuck no! I'm saving that for the end of the season where I can enjoy more of this. No, I'm never touching that show again. That was awful.
Yeah, nobody fucking touched that with a 10-foot pole.
So
I'm so glad I didn't watch that one.
To move on to Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. Hey, didn't he die?
Okay, first off, Mill, before we get into that, I blame you for this, because the idea of Avon still being alive did not enter my mind at all until you mentioned it. And then, presto, he's alive. So I blame you for this.
Isn't the manga like 20 years old?
Yeah, but Mill unintentionally altered reality.
I'm glad I have that power.
Yeah. So good. I blame you for this. But
At
yeah,
least they have an explanation that isn't a total asshole.
Oh yeah. So its first episode back was freaking incredible.
Oh
Absolutely amazing episode. Before we actually get into the twist, Haluar's final moments were fantastic, and
they gave him a very good send off.
Yeah,
they've been doing a pretty good job of sending
tears.
They've been doing a pretty good job of sending off the villains who die.
Oh yeah. But Hadlar deserved it more than anyone else because he's been a great freaking villain in this show, and it's kind of sad to see him go. But you know, after you come back like 4 or 5 times, it's your time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
no.
A beautiful end for him.
It winds up being his final moments, which is kind of poetic, actually.
Yeah, he even says it himself. It's almost like my life was traded for yours.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Avon's alive. Yeah.
You're welcome.
The thing about Avon being alive is that he's not like substantially stronger than the main cast.
No,
apparently
he's
not even half as strong as Dai is right now.
Yeah, no, they even make mention of that. But first off, to cover as to how the fuck he survived, which it wasn't foreshadowed super well, but it was sort of foreshadowed a bit earlier with the Avon flashback where he got this gift from the queen, which was a special amulet, who we didn't know what the fuck it meant or what it did, but it turns out that it's basically
it saved his life.
Yeah, it took that last hit for him and it allowed him to live. And he's been spending this entire time in a huge labyrinth that that Leona and other characters have been through in order to learn a special spell. But he went even further, down to past the 150th floor.
Yeah.
Which is
well, that labyrinth was in the first couple episodes, wasn't it?
Was it? No, I don't think. No. It may have been mentioned, but I don't think so. It wasn't actually explored until
Shortly before
bit
the
ago.
final. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I felt like I could remember Princess Girl going to the island for that labyrinth.
Yeah. She did, but it was well, no. Why did they go to that island? I don't remember.
It's been so long. It's been over
Yeah,
a year.
that was ages ago. But yeah, Avon's back. He's not stronger, but he knows special abilities that will help our crew traverse Vern's castle. So he has his place here, but he's not gonna do a lot of fighting.
Yeah. Also, we got Kilvern being up to some shit.
Oh yeah, Kilvern, Hadlar. I love how Hadlar just stabbed him with his fingers.
That was great.
Yeah. And then we get a short scuffle between him and Avon, where Avon basically bluffs himself out of a fight.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't fully bluff himself. He just straight up cuts Kilvern's mask in half,
Oh yeah,
which is fun.
yeah. Apparently, I read a bit of an interview. Apparently, the decision to bring Avon back, which obviously was not always in the cards, but he was brought back because of a potential interesting interaction with Kilvern, apparently. So,
Oh, is there going to be a fight? I want there to be a fight. I hope there's a fight.
I have no idea, but I like that idea. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Avon's back. One thing I want to mention, Hyunko's reaction to seeing Avon alive, I loved it.
Yeah, that was great.
Because
Also, I love.
he actually shed
Oh, go
tears
on.
for once.
Also, I love him. I love Hyunko using the exact same bullshit that Pop did to so that Hyunko could stay behind to be the rear guard.
And then Pop didn't realize it, and Leona called him out on that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, he's doing the exact same thing you did, you idiot.
Oh, fuck.
And Vern's like, no, this guy can't be alive. We need him dead, like, now. He's trouble. It's because of this guy that our enemies here are going to get even stronger than they are now.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, shit going down. Also, apparently next week, Zeboira's back, and he's causing some shit below Vern Palace, so...
As he is wont to.
Yeah. I hate that guy. He's the worst.
He is the worst.
But yeah, good shit. I wasn't sure about Avon being back at first, but you know what? Seeing him and the crew, seeing this screenshot here, it's so just wonderful. It's so nice.
Very nice.
To see. So I'm okay with it. It wasn't foreshadowed perfectly, but it was done well enough that I'm like, okay, I can accept this.
The execution was good. I was fine. I was fine with the execution.
Yeah, I am satisfied, especially when he came back in such an amazing episode. So, yeah, good shit.
Okay, moving on then. It should be SDAB Life, but I ended up not watching any of it, so
That's crazy. I thought that was anime of the season.
yeah, unfortunately, just couldn't make time for it. So we'll be moving on instead to The Executioner and Her Way of Life.
Hell of a fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah. Where do we begin?
The gay. Begin with the gay because that's nice.
There's a bit of so on the train where they have to work together in order to actually slow down the train. If you listen to that scene with your eyes closed, Akari's reactions there are a bit
suspect.
Yeah.
Also, she straight up hugs Mena while she's naked.
Yeah, there's also that.
And I believe she refers to their time out on the town as a date.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean as much to Japanese as it does to Westerners. So
I don't care. I'm saying that this is no longer subject.
No, because you can say that and you're not lying. so that's fine. But yeah, the gay slowly intensifies, and then it's execution day. Of course, everything goes to shit.
Surprise, surprise! It turns out the church that straight up murders people is bad, actually.
Yeah, who would have thunk it?
I know, right?
Momo and the incredible princess do a bit of
fucking love her.
snooping. Oh yeah, no, she's fantastic. I love her even more now.
Yeah.
Do a bit of snooping that Menno was supposed to do, but she went on her date instead. And discover, okay, so the Faust and the Noblesse are apparently conspiring together.
Oh, bless. When did that come back?
No, I thought
No.
the same thing when they first said that.
No.
But
Thank God, no.
no. But yeah, they're conspiring together. So the whole
And it turns out the big bad is motivated by the most powerful motivator of all. They don't want to die.
yeah, apparently helping out people your entire life gets you pretty jaded, and when you get old, it's like you want your youth back. So kidnapping young women and doing experimentation on them. That's
and trying to hijack a super powerful and super dangerous time power. Also.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, don't fuck with time. Don't ever do that. That's a bad idea.
Very bad. Very, very bad.
Yeah. So yeah, Akari is not getting executed. So there's also
yeah.
Although apparently she might get her like brain wiped, so that's bad.
That's very bad.
Yeah.
And that's cliffhanger. Because Menno's cornered and Akari's about to get her mind wiped. And also the princess and Momo are also cornered by two giant beasties.
Yeah, it's kind of worse. It's also bad for Menno because she lost her scripture, so she can't use magic.
Yeah, all she has is a knife, and she's about to fight an angel, demonic-looking angel thing, I think.
Yeah, the red stone liquid blood thing. I still don't quite know how that shit works. It's cool though.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
Also horrifying, but mostly cool.
Yeah. But yeah, the show's great. I'm a little underwhelmed by our antagonist's motivations, but it's fine.
It's still better than generic evil, and at least it makes sense.
Oh no, I think what's most unsettling about it is that I wanted to believe she was just a nice person. But no. Or I guess she was a nice person. She was too nice for too long, and then you get old.
Yep.
But yeah, I look forward to obviously going past this cliffhanger and seeing what happens next. This show's great though.
Same here. Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm desperate to see what happens to Akari next because I'd rather her not get her brain wiped.
Yeah, that would be good.
Would not be good. No.
Also, they probably shouldn't be fucking with time. Fucking with time is bad.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Yeah. But
right.
I think we can move on now.
Yep.
Moving on then to Fanfare of Adolescence.
So before we go into this, I want to make a quick note before I forget.
Yeah.
So I did start watching this. I binged it all basically in one setting and been keeping up with it week to week ever since.
All right.
So you know the eye catches where they show off like real actual racehorses.
Yeah.
I've recognized all of them because of Uma Musume.
God.
Every single one. I'm like,
no.
I know that one. I know that one. I know that one. So that's been a fun game for me.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, but onto the show proper. This show is awesome. I love it.
This show has been actually surprisingly good, and it's been helped by just the random English that Sakurai as the coach has been bringing out, and the targeted English that Natsu Hanai has bringing out as Amane.
Yeah, that little shit. I love that whenever he comes into close contact with a woman, oh god.
Yeah, no, the oh god
out.
just killed me. It killed me. Oh god, just collapses. Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely
that guy's
wonderful.
Such an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's great though. I love him. I love all the boys, honestly.
Yeah.
Even the one asshole. I forget his name. The redhead.
Aki.
Yeah, who is a fan of
Who's
Mr.
a fan
Doctor.
of Mr. Doctor.
And that's why he's been an asshole to you, because he was his biggest fan.
Oh, that was a wonderful reveal.
That is an amazing twist. I love it.
Just Yu's reaction to him, just no. What? This is why? Oh, come on, man! Don't hold that against me.
The classmates even point out, you've been such a dick to you. You just don't like it that Amane's being a dick to him as well.
Yeah. To be fair, everyone had reason to dislike Amane based on his first episode, because man, he was a dick.
Yeah.
Also, that fucking like the whole thing where they had to get back into their rooms before the strict instructor found them.
That was so funny.
Fucking Maki playing like a recording of the guy's like prize horse to distract him.
Good.
It's like, how did you have this? Oh, I've got like 300 recordings of different horses. It's like, okay, buddy, good for you. And then again, sleep talking, just sleep talking the fucking race commentary of his best race, and he just was stuck in nostalgia for a couple of moments.
That was a great race. This show has a wonderful sense of humor.
Oh god. And then like the fucking training episode, the most recent one, episode 4, I think. Not the most recent one, but episode 4. Where fucking Takehiro Sakurai's character, Asahi, didn't come on the trip, but they were instead met by his twin brother.
Who acts suspiciously like him.
Who acts exactly the same, except he doesn't come out with random English.
Yeah, and then what's her face? The one who's filming the documentary is suspicious about him.
Kitami,
and then they get back, and he has a tan and everything.
Tanned, yeah, and I'm honestly like, before that, I was like, I'm 90% sure that there's no twin brother. He's just come along and is acting, and then it turns up with a tan of like, I'm not sure anymore. It might just be a really weird family. Oh, this is actually...
Did you watch the most recent episode?
I haven't watched today's episode. Man,
I wanted to talk about that with you because we're getting into some heavy shit.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. I mean,
I won't go into detail, but we learn a few interesting things about one of the characters there.
I mean, it's been doing a really good job, I think, of managing to, while you know, Yu is clearly the main character. There's definitely been a focus on other characters. I mean, in the training / beach episode alone, you know, you had Aki's whole thing with certainly Yu realizing he's a fan of Mr. Doctor. You had the whole thing with Hayato and the one who's not on the like upfront cast list on Mal, Sakuraba. Their whole conversation.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, fucking Shun is just, you know, floating through the show, just having fun and getting to know horses.
Is it me, or in that first episode did him and you have a little something going on?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
The way you landed in his arm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. That was gay as fuck. It hasn't been anything quite that good since, but I'm hopeful.
Do you remember the ending of the last episode you watched? I think there was a post-credit scene.
Was there a post-credit
involving-
scene? Oh God.
There maybe it was a post-credit scene. I don't know. It was a very short thing. It involved Hayato.
Oh God. I'll get the episode up. I obviously won't have sound, but I can get the episode itself up.
I don't think anything's actually said, so you just need to see it.
Because by that point, I was running out of time, and so didn't watch EDs and OPs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep out for post-credit scenes on this one, because there was one with the most recent episode as well.
Oh yes, no, I did see that. I did see that where he was weighing himself.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I definitely saw that. Yes, I do remember that.
So yeah, he got on the scale.
Yeah,
and didn't like what he saw.
Yeah,
so,
No, I vividly remember going, oh, he's going to be too heavy because I know jockeys have to be a certain weight.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of my few bits of horse riding knowledge.
Yeah. So no spoilers, but next episode.
Okay,
That
will. That will be heavy stuff. Then, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, dear.
Yeah. But oh God, the way it ended. Oh, I wish you watched it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think I had to because I didn't know you were watching it.
No, I know that's fair. Ping me when you watch it because I wanna know your reaction.
Yeah, because I tried to make sure to catch up on the stuff that I knew one of you two had watched, so would be able to watch. And yeah,
but yeah, ping me when you get to it because
I will.
Oh,
I'll either watch it right after the stream or I'll watch it tomorrow because I'm definitely gonna try and actually keep up with things this season and not just let them all pile up in front of the stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same.
So I'm getting tired of that binging life.
Yeah. But yeah, this show has been fantastic so far. It's not just funny and sort of insane, but it's also just kept up the character drama really, really well.
I do think it's managed to do the character drama well. I've been enjoying Yu's whole thing. I thought it might get a little bit old in the second episode, but the more I get with him, the more I'm actually starting to like him, and I do think he's actually doing a good job of leading the show.
Oh yeah. Being a former idol, that's not something you see very often in shows like that.
Yeah.
A former male idol.
Yeah.
It's
and
an interesting perspective.
And it's clear, in the background, they haven't put too much of a focus on it. Like, the idol industry wants him fucking back.
Oh yeah, very much so. And they're just not having him,
Yeah.
just fuck off like that, which I mean it's not cool, but it's also kind of understandable considering how he just left like that, and when you do that can cause some issues. So yeah, but yeah, this has been a fantastic show so far, and not just because the horses. It's the characters that I love.
Is it bad that even though I know that it'll never do it, I do occasionally just look between the horse's legs? I know they'll never ever do it, but I'm still can't help it on occasion.
No, that's fine. That's fair.
Just every so often, I just think maybe no, they'll never do it.
No,
anyway, moving on. No Greatest Demon Lord is reborn as a typical nobody.
Drop that. It's boring as hell.
So moving on to Healer Girl.
This Disney ass freaking show. Because they like I said about episode 1, they keep going into freaking song out of nowhere, and it feels Disney as hell. Yeah, these girls just got past they just finished their licensing exam, and they don't have the results yet, so they're pretty much out of it.
Oh my God, these girls look traumatized.
Yes. So episode 2, there's apparently a prodigy healer who's a C rank apparently, and she hates the clinic that these girls are at for some reason. I don't know why she is very much intent on having a rivalry with the one who runs the clinic, and she's just like, yeah, okay, good luck. By all means, please surpass me. I want to see that. And she's just like, fuck you. So, and then episode 3 is mostly about the girls studying for their licensing exam, so that they can be like official healer, apprentice healer or something like that. I forget like what levels there are, but they spend a lot of the episode studying for that, and after it is the fun part because there's a track and field event that they participate in, but they're still recovering from the exam, so literally when any of the girls says something, they say it like this, as if they're singing all the time, and it's it's actually hilarious. And yeah, some fun stuff there, and it ends with them actually singing into a full-on song while they're running in on the track, and it's like, how the hell do you do that?
That sounds wildly impractical.
Yeah, like running while singing, that's insane. What show would do that? Yeah, it's not like they're fighting while singing. That'd be even more insane.
Yeah, just
But, no.
stupid.
Yeah,
Especially
but no,
especially if mechs were involved.
Yeah, but
yeah, totally.
But yeah, I wasn't sure about this show on episode 1, but yeah, I'm loving it more and more as it goes on. It's just really funny, very well animated. It is very pretty. The music's good, as it should be. Again, my only real worry is the lack of an actual conflict, because as of right now, there doesn't really seem to be one, and it's like, it's like it's going as if it's a cute girls do cute things anime, but it doesn't feel like it. So it's hard to pin down what it's going for.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's I've really been enjoying it so far, and I really want to see where it's going. My only real issue is, and it's not really an issue, but the girl on the blonde on the right there, she has a very strange obsession with the one who runs the clinic, and I'll just leave it at that. You can put it to your imagination.
I don't really want to.
But
yeah, it's not awful. She's not a bad character for it or anything, but it's like, she because they're trying to wake her up, because she woke up late, and she grabs the girl, and she's like, because she thinks she's her cat, because she's still half asleep, and her reaction to that is she gets very, very much flustered, and later on she's like, this is the best day of my life.
Right.
So it's like that. So it's weird, but it's still decently funny. But yeah, good show. Trying to figure out where it's going for, but it's another strong original from this season. So
all right,
there's at least that.
Okay, then moving on to
another original, basically
based on a fucking Vocaloid song or series of songs.
Wild.
Heroines Run the Show.
I started watching this, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm loving it.
I got so many fucking screenshots from Hiyori's facial expressions.
Yeah. They do seem to be leaning into Hiyori and at least one of the idols having a romance. So, not quite sure how I feel about that yet. They haven't gone full on into it, but they seem to be leaning into it.
Yeah, that's not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah,
I do find it hilarious that she did dream up the poly solution almost immediately as soon as she started thinking of it, though.
yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Like you'd think she'd start dreaming one or the other, but nope, both at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how to sort of take that. Whether that was meant to be, a hint at a potential future romance, or it was meant to be a Hiyori shooting it down once he got out of the dream.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. That was
it's,
funny
It's
regardless.
very possible.
It was funny.
But regardless,
Yeah.
it's nice that Yushiro and Aizo starting to show their softer side.
No, I'm very happy that because originally they were borderline cruel. They were very mean to Hiyori. Now they're just fucking with her, and it's very funny that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were assholes, but they are funny assholes now.
Yeah, and they'll bat for her when need be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like against that one asshole in episode 3, I think it was.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it was episode 3.
They knew she was up to some shit.
Yeah.
So.
She was very sus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You didn't have to say that.
Yes, I did.
She was in fact a sussy baka.
All right, it was fun doing this. You guys have fun. Continue. No. But yeah, this has been a very pleasant surprise. Another out of many season.
This is just a really good season.
Yeah, it's a really crazy good season. But it looks like that unfortunately, since Hiyori had to go fetch the
rosettes,
the badges that they were handing out, which they thought of because of Hiyori, which is very cute.
Which is a nice cute scene when Hiyori realized.
Yeah, because she's like, wonder where you got that idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, she had to go fetch those because some of the staff forgot to bring them to the event, and she had to run on the way back, and she hurt her leg.
She twisted her ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
God, I unfortunately read the top comment on Crunchyroll just before the episode, and it was about, oh God, is this going to stop her running? I was like, oh God, what's going to happen? How badly is she going to be injured?
What asshole replies to that? Why don't they? There's a spoiler thing on there that they could use. Why didn't they do that?
Some people are idiots.
Yeah, apparently. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I did kind of see it coming once she volunteered to go get them. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
it was a sadly predictable plot twist, though not one I would say is like bad.
No, it's not a bad twist at all. It's just it especially like when a character does track and fields and that happens to them, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, they're kind of
fucked. No.
Poor girl.
Yeah. It probably won't take her out of it completely, but it's gonna put her out of commission.
She's gonna be out of commission for a hot minute.
Yeah. So, and if the boys find out about it and they realize it was because of what she did for them, I'm curious to see how they'll react to that.
It will be an interesting reaction because I think I'm not going to say it was the turning point because it wasn't that happened earlier, but like I think the real moment that cemented, okay, they are actually starting to get along now, was when Hiyori tried to help Aizo with his girl-related trauma.
Oh yeah.
Like
that was fun.
The moment that made him laugh. Yeah, the moment that made him laugh was like, okay, yeah, no, they are starting to actually get on now. So yeah, so that is going to be a.
And she got lunch for him too. That was nice.
That was sweet.
Through the help of Aizo's brother.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I'm sorry, I think you mean his brother.
Who immediately assumed that Hiyori and Aizo were dating.
Which,
it's not an
understandable
assumption.
Yeah.
But
honestly, when I first saw him, I thought he was like one of the idols from the radio show group.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I think I remember seeing him in an earlier episode, like the first episode.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was in the first
introduced.
episode just a little bit because I remember him mentioning that he was Aizo's brother.
Very possibly. I don't remember. I just saw him went, holy fuck, how many idols go to this school?
Yes.
And then it was like,
no.
oh, he's Aizo's brother. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'd be hilarious if it was an all-idol school. Secretly, everyone's an idol.
Except for Hiyori.
No, we're
That
not
would be the
watching. No,
funniest
we're not talking about Love
twist.
Live today.
You would want to talk about Love Live, wouldn't you?
No, it's not. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but there's not a lot worth talking about.
Hmm.
I'm also
okay.
not caught up, so.
I see.
The gag of the manager forgetting Hiyori's name is always pretty funny.
Yeah.
It went from funny to kind of old to right back to funny again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at this point, so many people have said her name properly in front of this woman, and she's still calling her Hiyoko.
I think at this point it's just a matter of her not wanting to admit she's wrong, so she sticks with that a combination of spite and stubbornness.
By the end of the show, Hiyori will change her name.
I think my one sort of negative is that I do want to see more with Hiyori's friend group in her class and more with the track team in the second years. I really wish she could have gone out for crepes.
Yeah, we need to see that. Yeah, I expected to see more of them by this point, and we really haven't. So.
Oh god,
show us more of those shots, by the way, Mill. Or are you just sticking with that one?
Just sticking with that one. As I said, I did have a bunch more of just fucking Hiyori faces, but
Well, she does make some pretty great faces.
Yeah. But yeah, it was God, poor Hiyori just running off to the job, yelling, "My crepes!"
Oh, that poor girl.
So yeah, this is a good show, and I am glad that that Aizo and Yushiro are improving because oh boy, it would have gotten
they
tiring
kept up with that episode.
They could have been really fucking insufferable.
Yeah,
but now it's just funny when they fuck with Hiyori.
Also, Yushiro is part of a Kabuki family.
Oh yeah, that too.
That was interesting to learn.
Yeah. Makes me a bit more curious about how this all came about, how his family feels about that, because we still don't know a whole lot about that. We know what he said, but
I'm willing to wager money that he has a bad relationship with either his dad, his brother, or both.
Oh yeah.
Almost certainly the dad, possibly
at the very least the dad,
yeah, possibly one-sided, possibly one-sided for the brother.
Yeah,
like he feels jealous of the brother.
You can't have an anime without daddy issues. That's the rule.
Yeah, unfortunately, I like every freaking show here has a character with daddy issues. What the hell?
In rare cases, mommy issues, because sometimes shows like to be unique like that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
me of Moon Knight.
Moving on then to I'm quitting heroing.
You know, every time I type this title in, I get an autocorrect option to say I'm quitting heroin, and it's like
I knew you were going to say that. Oh,
you couldn't pick a better localization title, really.
I wonder if they did it on purpose.
Also, it's really hard not to relate to this dude's vibes when he is forced to sit and eat dinner alone with his boss. He literally is just thinking, I want to get out of here as quickly as humanly possible. And yeah, I don't think anyone wants to be forced to eat dinner solo with their boss, because that is horrifyingly awkward. But yeah, the past few episodes have been interesting because they've mostly been spent familiarizing, giving development to each of the well, to so there are five main characters in the Demon Lord camp besides the protagonist, and these past three episodes have been episodes 2, 3, and 4 have all been about each individually either developing or just spending time with one of the women in that group. So first it was Shutina, the elf-looking mage lady. Second was Lily, the small one, and the most recent one was Echidna, the demon lord. And she hears about this new hire who's been doing a pretty damn good job and is like, I haven't really interacted with you. Come on, eat dinner with me. And we shall get sloshed. And he's like, but this is going to be awkward. This is going to be super fucking awkward. Oh god, kill me now. And yeah, no, it like a good 2/3 of the episode are him just trying to find a way to navigate through this very awkward dinner party. And every attempt he makes to shorten the party in some way fails utterly. He tries to get her drunk, and she is a real fucking heavyweight. He tries to make an excuse to leave quickly, and she does not understand the subtext and just completely bowls past it. It is an exercise in awkward hilarity, and it is great. Episode 3 was pretty neat too, because Lily actually gets a decent amount of development as a character who is like, and Theo realizes, I was underestimating her and treating her like a child. She's actually a lot more capable than I thought. Which is nice. I'm glad they didn't leave her as just a one-note character, because that would have been really awkward and really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, most recent episode ended with a cliffhanger, with the two male members of the Demon Lord Army Elite trying to leave the army for different reasons. And they're like, well, shit, we gotta fix this. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm liking this one. This one's a pretty neat show.
Good.
Definitely it's definitely a different take on the whole fantasy hero fighting demons concept.
Hmm.
And I'm glad that's just a straight up. This is actually kind of technically sort of an isekai, but not really. There's the implication that Leo is a world hopper.
Right.
So he's been to other worlds and saved the day before, and every single time he gets shunned by the people because his strength is terrifying, apparently.
Wait, so he's been doing this for a while?
Yeah, this is not the first world he's done it on.
Wow, that's
other world
weird.
we see is a futuristic one where he is fighting space orcs.
See, now that would have been a bit more interesting.
I
feel like we
like
get the
that
same fantasy setting like all the time.
this one does have at least somewhat unique magic stuff to it. But yeah, I kind of hope they do explore his backstory a bit more, because him being a world hopper is really interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And not like a typical isekai world hopper, but an actual world traveler. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this show has a lot of interesting ideas in it, at least, and I am liking what they're doing with the characters for now. Time will tell if it fucks that up or not, but fingers crossed. Knocking on wood.
That's
So,
good.
moving on, nobody had time or desire for In the Heart of Kunoichi Tsubaki.
I tried watching
Kill it with
episode
fire.
2. I couldn't make it past the opening.
Completely fair and valid. So up next, Kaguya-sama, Love is War, Ultra Romantic, Season 3.
Holy shit, this show is funny.
The
Oh
show is
my
fucking
God.
hilarious.
This show is a laugh riot. Oh my god, I forgot how funny the show is.
So fucking.
The narrator
Maki.
elevates everything to the next level.
But also, yeah.
Yeah.
This most recent episode was our formal introduction to Maki Shijo, aka NTR-chan. Because she's the girl who has been following around Kashiwagi and her boyfriend since basically day one and pining in the corner. This poor girl. It's self-imposed, admittedly, but it is hilarious.
Yeah. However, that wasn't the most recent episode.
Oh yeah, that was episode 3, not episode 4.
Yeah.
Episode 4 was fucking hilarious as well.
Oh, episode 4 was hysterical. I
was
was not
I.
huge. I was not huge on Ishigami when he was first introduced, but ever since season 2 and now, I love him.
Yeah.
He is fantastic.
Yes, he is.
He's hilarious, and he's like actively trying to improve himself, and that's just, oh my god.
It is great.
And also he also
character
tries to
development.
be a good dude to Ino, who his
Who
his
does not
relationship with
appreciate
Ino.
it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that sketch in last week's episode. No, I don't know if it's no, I think it might have been the week before, episode 2.
Week before.
Where they are trying to get Ishigami and Ino to get along, and it fails miserably.
Yeah. Because apparently they are both under the impression that they are both, doing things for each other behind their back, but and they don't feel appreciated, even though they would be if they were aware. It's a whole
If they were willing to actually acknowledge that they did stuff for each other.
Basically, they do care about each other, but they don't act like it.
They really do not.
No, they absolutely do not.
Also,
then,
there were some really fun sketches in last week's episode too. Like like the entire first sketch where the girls are just absolutely oh yes, this sketch. Fucking Ishigami. Never bring a polygraph to a group date.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh, that was great. I love the mind games there.
Mind games were great. What was also great, what was also absolutely fucking hilarious, was the sketch where the girls are discussing oh, Kashiwagi's boyfriend can't be cheating, right? And then they just escalate like, oh, this is definitely cheating behavior. Oh, he's
no, and
doing
Kaguya
it.
is not having any of it. She goes right into it. Nope, he's cheating. He's absolutely 1,000% cheating until it's mentioned something that Shirogane did, and it's like, oh no, maybe he's cheating. And then Ino's like, he's absolutely cheating.
And then it turns out he wasn't cheating. He was just going with her friend, who is Maki, who is that poor girl.
Yeah, which I figured that was the case from the start, is that he was just doing something nice for his girlfriend the whole time.
Also, she immediately French kisses him.
Oh,
as soon as she finds out.
Right in front of the student council.
Their reactions were fucking hilarious. And also, poor Maki is just getting bombarded by the sounds of it.
Yeah, poor Maki.
Being Maki is suffering.
Yeah. What else? This week, with the exams, I love the bit where they basically all have ulterior motives.
Oh my god, yes. The whole
and the narrator going, "This was a lie."
Also, I love how both Ino and Shirogane are just pumping themselves up after getting first place in their grades. Absolutely hilarious. Also, I do find it funny that Hayasaka is exactly middle place for her grade.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't want to stand out too much.
Yeah, she tries to be exactly average,
Yeah.
which is kind of impressive, actually, that she
Which is
manages that.
yeah, and she's also hilarious because we learn about her other persona.
That was
the male one she takes on whenever Chica comes over.
I did find it hilarious. Chica's fucking nosebleed.
Yeah, because
It gets the impression that Boy Hayasaka and Shirogane are an item, and she excuses herself to the bathroom, and she passes out from a nosebleed.
Hayasaka's male persona is gay. So, oh my, that was. This show is funny as hell. Oh my goodness.
A fucking amazing show.
Yeah, absolutely hysterical.
Honestly, probably one of the funniest shows of the season, if
Yeah,
not the funniest.
yeah,
It's really hard to recreate the gags by just talking about them. You have to
yeah,
watch this.
yeah. I think that's just about all the major beats, though.
Probably. I am almost certain we're missing something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, can move on then.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on then to our single episode of Komi-san Can't Communicate. I love Katai.
What are your favorites, Mel?
Yeah, no, I love Katai. I love him so much.
I actually did not finish the episode. I got about halfway through, but I do love Kataya as well.
You stopped at the Yamai stuff, didn't you?
Well, it wasn't because I meant to do that. I just had something come up, so I couldn't finish it before now. So,
Well, the last bit of the episode is Yamai stuff.
oh, that's wonderful.
Yep, at least Nakanaka's there to balance it out at least somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Katai is just a glorious cinnamon roll in a big beefcake body.
That poor guy.
Himbo. He is a fucking himbo. He just lacks the natural pretty face that most himbos do.
Yeah.
Most himbos have.
Oh, I just love him so much. And the issue is I can't talk too much about him without, going into future events, but yeah, just the fact that he thinks that Komi is the master of communication. And is just like, yes, you are my master of communication now. Help me make friends with Tadano.
Meanwhile, Tadano just immediately sees through him and is like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
a new friend.
Tadano is just the nicest guy.
He's also just very good at reading people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh god, when fucking Najimi first came in, and Katai was like, I don't want anybody to know about what I used to be, so just drags them out, and then they don't come back.
And the classes are like, Najimi, thank goodness you're here. Drags them
out. Oh no, he killed Najimi.
Najimi, I guess.
Najimi went to the restroom.
Oh god. And this is of course then there's of course well, this is getting into the second main segment of the
I don't mind spoilers,
Yamai
so you
stuff.
don't have
Just Najimi's list of things that are good about winter, and then remembering final exams.
to... I got to that bit, yeah.
What else is that? I'm gonna get the fucking manga volume up just so I can make sure I'm not forgetting any parts of the episode, because it was a great episode.
Good to have Komi back. Finally,
Yeah.
Netflix.
Did we get to the Katai lunch stuff yet?
I didn't see that in the episode, but I didn't finish it, so I wouldn't know.
I don't think we did, but I can't remember. Again, it's so hard for me, having read the manga and be able to have it in front of me as well. Well, if we haven't already got it, it'll be happening next episode, I'm certain.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I just really do just love Katai. He's just so
I
funny.
I love him already too. So
Let me check the episode. Okay, no, we didn't get the Katai lunch stuff. What we did get, which was the final bit at the end of the episode, was during an exam, Komi's pencil broke, and then her spare one fell off the desk, and she got, obviously too anxious to speak up to get the teacher to retrieve it for her.
oh no.
So Tadano chucks his own pencil down there, and the teacher picks both of them up at the same time. And then Tadano realizes that, oh no, he's forgotten his eraser. So Komi tears hers in two and gives the other half to Tadano.
Aww.
Unfortunately, they're blushing too hard about it. That they get distracted for the exam.
Oh, that's less than ideal.
And then Tadano treasures the eraser and doesn't let his sister use it.
Understandable.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's all. That's basically everything that happened in this particular episode. There was a quite a nice introductory bit after the after the scarf segment, where it was basically reintroducing the concept with the friend notebook, which as far as I remember is not a thing in the manga. So I have a feeling it was just there to remind everybody of the concept and the people that have been introduced so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it really does emphasize that most of the side cast are not the good ones that get introduced in Komi. Onamine is good. Obviously, the main friends, Najimi and Tadano, are good. Nakanaka's good. Who else? Yeah, honestly, that's about it in terms of the truly good ones. But Katai is the start of the upward trend.
That's good.
Katai is most definitely the start of the upward trend. I'm stalling a little bit to let Jack get back because obviously the next show. Let me just check to make sure there's not one we've dropped in between. No, the next show is Love After World Domination. It's obviously one of his favorites.
Yeah. I also have not watched it yet, so
Yeah, that's definitely bad. Then we kind of do need Jack for this discussion because neither of us two have watched it. This is a bit awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the screenshot. It's a nice gremlin screenshot. Yeah. I hear it's good. I hear there's lots of Sentai shenanigans.
I have heard it's good. I just haven't really time for it yet because I'm still trying to keep up with everything else I'm watching because there's a lot of good shit this season. And,
there is a lot of good shit this season.
I unfortunately cannot watch everything.
I'm so glad Mahjong and Onipan are shorts.
Yeah,
that makes it.
I actually haven't started Onipan yet either.
Oh, you should. It is so good. I'll obviously get into more detail when we get to that show. But
yeah,
it is so good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I've been meaning to. I keep forgetting about it because isn't it on High Dive?
It's on High Dive, yeah.
Yeah, then that's why I keep forgetting about it because I only use High Dive for 2 shows this season. Which I don't have anything against High Dive except that they don't have a PlayStation app yet. But,
Yeah, that's. I can see how that'd be frustrating for people who do tend to watch their anime via that method.
yeah, because I use my phone for
Yeah.
High Dive, which is fine, but it's not ideal, and I can't really use my computer because I usually watch it during my green time when I'm at work. So,
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easy to watch anime when I just push a button, turn on my PlayStation, open the app, and I can just watch whatever I want instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And then High Dive just makes that a bit more difficult, which
Yeah.
I hope if they seem to be picking up more stuff.
Mm.
So I'm hoping that as that happens, they start, expanding just a bit and
Yeah.
put out a PlayStation app for Pete's sake.
Yeah,
Cause,
they do have a lot of good stuff at that.
yeah,
Like
they do.
in
They
past
just
seasons, they did just basically get the dregs. They would
yeah.
occasionally get 1 or 2 good shows a season. I mean, this season they've got Demon Girl Next Door,
Mhm.
Executioner: A Way of Life, I'm Quitting
Mhm.
Heroing, Onipan, Takagi-san Season 3, and your boy Kongming.
Yeah, and all of those are at least decent.
Yeah,
So it's good for them.
yeah.
I guess the Crunchyroll merger may have pushed them into getting more stuff, and I
Mm.
hope they can actually become competition at some point
Yeah.
because I don't want that monopoly to actually be a thing. It's
Mm.
not like Netflix is doing much about it, and who the hell knows what's going on with Disney. uh, I it's so weird knowing that Disney is licensing anime like this.
Yeah. Why do I feel like when, the subject of licensing anime was brought up to, whatever Disney executive was in charge of it, they said, anime? That stuff that Miyazaki makes?
Oh goodness.
Is he still
Fan-
around?
Sorry for making you guys wait. There was
No, it's fine. It's fine. We've
emergency that came
just
up.
been talking about
Streaming services,
licensing and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have now moved on to Love After World Domination, so
Yeah. So whenever you're good,
feel free
you can
to
talk about
Oh,
that show because
these
gush.
past few episodes have been real fun. Oh yeah, this gremlin right here is Misaki, the Yellow Ranger, and got a she got the idea, had a suspicion that Red Ranger Fudo had had a bay, and she wanted the tea, so to say.
of course.
You know how it is. She's like the big sister of the team too.
No, she wants the spicy deets, of course.
Yes, of course she wants spicy deets. You know how this kind of character is.
Yeah.
They love getting all up in that rumor mill. But yeah, this is from episode 3, which is one where they go to the amusement park and wind up on a date. While leaving the actual fighting to their respective comrades, and it goes about as expected, with the Rangers demolishing the villains. The surprise of no one. But yeah, episode 4 is interesting because the Pink Ranger, Haru, who has a crush on Fudo, she finds out about the relationship between the two, and rather than be an asshole and try to sabotage them, she, after a brief confrontation with Desumi, she steps down gracefully because she actually likes Desumi, and not to mention Desumi actually saved her once from a mugging.
Oh.
And inspired her to get stronger, which was actually really nice. I am very pleasantly surprised that they went that route rather than going the lazier route of two girls fight over guy, ha ha ha. You know,
Yeah.
so it was pleasant that instead of them being hostile towards one another, it's like, shit, you're actually a good person. I can't be mad at you, and I can't hate you for dating this guy I like. It doesn't hurt that they have a nice, fun little combat back and forth, which was really fun because Sumi is very clearly much stronger than Haru.
Mm.
Like there was no way Haru was going to win that, but she tried anyways, and good on her for trying. Yeah, no, I like these characters. They all vibe really well together. There's this sense of interconnected friendships and relationships that works really well with this cast. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing them go more in depth on the villain side because we've only really explored the Sumi on that side, where we're getting more and more depths on the hero side as we go. But it'll be interesting to see.
Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to start this one. I just haven't made because I've heard
I
mainly
seriously
good
recommend
things.
this.
So
Like, the character relationships are definitely the best part, but the action and animation are actually surprisingly quite good.
mhm.
Also, the OP and ED are pretty good.
Good.
Like, if you liked Miss Kurisu, you're gonna like this one.
Okay. I figured as much.
This is the same, not the same kind of Sentai nonsense, but it's a still fun spin on Sentai.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
If that is everything,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Moving on then to Love All Play, the final sports show of the season. I said during the premiere that I felt like I wasn't getting as much from this one as the other sports shows, and it was probably going to be the weakest one. I've changed my mind after they introduced the main group. So at the end of the premiere, having basically gotten his academic scholarship, he started attending. Main character Mizushima started attending the high school's practices, along with a few other prospective members from middle schools, and they are just I just love them and their dynamic together. They're all such good boys for the most part. Um, I mean the rival character Yusa is a fucking asshole, just a complete asshole. But Sakaki is really nice because he's played Mizushima in middle school a bunch of times and won every time. And instead of like lording it over, Mizushima is like, "You're so cool. I love how you play badminton, and I want to be your doubles partner, please. But you've beaten me every time. So what? The way you play is so cool." Then you've got the typical twins in sports anime. I feel like twins pop up in sports anime more than any other type of anime. And they're
Yeah, actually, come to think of it.
yeah, and they're always a good time. And then you've got Matsuda, who is who's an interesting one because he's set up as the genius character, but he's actually the one I think most likely to maybe fall behind because he's a very conservative player and very sort of stick to the basics type player, and it's noted multiple times that only goes so far. Um, but yeah, it's I as I said, I've gotten into the main cast now, so that's good. I'm starting to wonder if they're actually going to cover basically 2 years, because we've gotten to the first of maybe two. I don't know. I don't know the Japanese sports schedule, especially for a sport like badminton. Um, so I mean, when I say this, I'm going off of Haikyuu. I imagine there's two national competitions, and this is the first of them that they've gotten to. But at this point, Mizushima isn't a starter. He's down in like 13th out of 16th. But it is noticed that he has improved greatly. Um, I do want to explain what the screenshot is from, because this whole time they haven't had proper lockers, and they thought it was just this basically like sort of hazing thing. You've got to earn lockers. You got to work hard and earn lockers. And so before the matches to decide who would play in the tournament, they were like, if we do well, we'll get lockers. And then they come in the day after all the tournaments and they find lockers. They're like, our hard work has paid off. And then the captain just comes in and goes, oh, good, the lockers arrived. I'm sorry they were so late. There was a delay at the supply company, but they're here now, so it's fine. And they're just like, so it's totally unrelated to our efforts.
That's pretty funny.
It's just the
that's
shocked
funny.
look on all their faces. Just, oh, okay, that happened
Yeah, no,
then. But yeah, I have to imagine that there's either a second tournament or they're going to a second year, because otherwise we're not gonna get to the fucking very first scene of Mizushima facing off against Yusa. The other thing to note about this is that the what is it? The light novel this is based on has finished. With 4 volumes and
Weird.
28 chapters. So, fingers crossed, we're gonna get a proper ending. We're not gonna get
Cool.
like a filler ending or a read the manga ending. I just don't know how many episodes this is set up for.
Or season 2 never ending.
All that, yeah.
Always a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know sort of how this is gonna get to that very first scene, and how quickly it's gonna do it. Because there's no episode count on Mal, so it's possible this is a 2-core. I would not be upset if it was, because as I said, I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more. Also of note is the captain is a really nice guy, Captain Hongo. Because in the ranking matches he was playing Mizushima, and instead of just crushing him like he so clearly could have done, because Mizushima's big issue is basically that he is an analytical player, but he just hasn't had a chance to actually play that many people, and so he hasn't been able to really get his sense going. So Captain Hongo basically lets Mizushima play against him for a long time to let him sort of get more experience. Even if it does seem a little cruel that at the start this basically plays out as Hongo stood at the net, just making Mizushima run all over his side of the court. Just basically just contemptually just flicking, okay, run over there, you know, you're doing well, come on, keep it up. But yeah, no, this is definitely enjoyable. I mean, in terms of, you know, animation, it's not as good as most of the other sports shows, but it's doing well enough, and I'm enjoying the characters enough. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, Natsuki Hanai showing up again. Love Natsuki Hanai. Oh, and Yuki Kaji is showing up.
Natsuki Hanai's in fucking everything, isn't he?
Natsuki Hanai is in a lot of stuff this season. Because yeah, he's in Fanfare of Adolescence, Love or Play. He's the main character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. He's in Heroines Run the Stage, Summertime Render, which we obviously don't have.
Damn you, Disney.
Yeah, he's a busy guy this season. He's a busy guy. I think that's about it. Yeah. So I'm genuinely looking forward to where this goes, which I didn't expect from that after the first episode.
That's good. Nice to get a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. So moving on to Magia Record, the final season.
you had one job. Just adapt the game's story and ending. Why didn't you do it?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. So Mel, you obviously did not watch this. So let me paint a picture for you, okay? So imagine that you have this mobile game, this pretty solid mobile game that has a pretty good main story and provides a very happy and satisfying ending that is completely unique to this franchise and also delivers something that the fans have wanted to see for a while.
Okay.
And then this anime comes along and does literally the exact opposite of that ending.
So to put this in perspective, the ending of the original mobile game, at least the first storyline, there were no deaths whatsoever. It was actually an oddly uplifting ending, and things were looking up after that.
Yeah.
The anime kills off 6 major characters who do not die in the mobile game, plus kills off another anime original character just for good measure.
Yeah. And sort of ends on a pretty despairful note of Kyubey being like, thanks. See ya.
Isn't that just Kyubey, though?
Well, it's the fact that he basically got his way.
Yeah.
Which should not, which didn't happen originally in the mobile game. And most importantly, in the mobile game, Homura got her happy ending. In this, she just has to loop again, which
apparently everyone fucking died. We don't see it.
Yeah.
But we don't see them afterwards. In the aftermath of the final battle.
Yeah.
We don't see.
We just see Homura warping again because of Wolpergisnat. Because they also, just. Oh my god!
Like when I was watching this, the first episode, pretty good because it was like, oh, there are a lot of answers to mysteries in this. They are doing this fairly well. And then the episode 2 has Momoko and Mafuyu dying, and it's like, wait, what? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then it goes down.
Like, this adaptation as a whole already took, like, a handful of liberties, which was fine. It was still, like, adapting the main story and doing it pretty satisfyingly. And then it just started killing off characters for no reason, including the anime original character. So it's like, why even bother introducing her if you're just gonna kill her off? Like,
look, I would have been fine if Alina was the only one to bite it, because fuck Alina. Alina sucks.
Alina sucks, which it sucks especially because I love her design. But yeah,
her design, awful person, and awful character.
I love her powers too, and god damn it.
But no, and Iroha loses all 3 of her younger sisters. Which is fucking awful because half the point of the original storyline was her getting her sisters back.
Yeah.
And also, like, what really grinds my gears even more is that, like, part of the reason it seems like they kill off Momoko and Mafuyu is because, like, Yachio needs that extra motivation when she already has 2 fucking dead friends from her backstory.
Yeah.
Like, so just on their torches.
2 more friends to fucking die.
So just let me insert myself. Obviously, it's been a while since I watched any Magia record. Iroha as sisters plural? I thought there was only the one.
One biological sister, but she got to know like the 2 girls that she was staying with in the hospital because they all lived in the same room.
So so she treated the other 2 girls like her younger sisters as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they all died
for fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they all survive in the mobile game.
Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't fucking decide to adapt that.
In the mobile game, like they're still the antagonists and everything, but they eventually come to their senses after regaining their memories, and they help stop Ui and turn her back to normal, and then they can be happy, and then here they all freaking die. It's like, why? Why did you?
What's
Why
the
did you
fucking
go?
point?
Yeah, it's so odd. It's like I'm trying to understand this because like the original Madoka was dark and depressing, but it was like it was in a more profound and meaningful way. This was
And
just
there was a glimmer of
depressing for
hope
the
in
sake
the
of
original
being
Madoka.
depressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so odd.
It's really fucked up is what it is.
Yeah. Um so yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, especially since season 2 as a whole was a pretty considerable step up from season 1, and I was pretty happy with where things were going, and then yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's unfortunate. On the brighter side of things, I haven't read it entirely myself. I just skimmed a bit of it. Apparently, the manga adaptation of Magia Record does seem to be more one for one. So hopefully that doesn't
That's
have
good.
that doesn't go the same route as the anime. So if you do
Cryptic
want to
ending.
experience the story of Magia Record without just watching a YouTube video of the game's cutscenes, which would be weird, yeah, read the manga because the art's pretty good and it looks like it'll be more faithful. Uh, the anime, maybe watch seasons 1 and 2. Maybe watch the prettier scenes on Sakugaburo. They're fucking gorgeous. Holy
Yeah.
shit! When this show is pretty, it's really fucking pretty. Let me get the animator's name. Because I have it right here. Hiroto Nagata, they are incredible.
Mm.
And they're also on board for the incoming Ruby anime, which
Oh
I'll be
yeah.
excited to see more gorgeous scenes of that. But
That's gonna be great.
yeah, the Sakuga in this, its main shining point, aside from also adapting some pretty cool scenes. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a pretty strong letdown, and
It is probably the biggest letdown I've seen from an adaptation in a while.
yeah, and I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, but also a bit angry. No, I'm very
Oh,
angry. Why did you
I
do
am both angry
this?
and disappointed. You
Yeah, you
done
didn't.
fucked up.
Uh, uh, who wrote this again? Let me double check. I had it right here.
Yeah, this
Doro
screenshot
Inu.
is a pretty. Was that?
Doro Inu. They worked on the the witch realms and all that stuff. So, uh, amazing at art.
Oh,
Don't write, please, ever.
yeah,
Don't
it's one
write.
of the Gekidan Inukuri team, I believe.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, one half of that. So
Uh,
don't write again. Keep doing art, but don't write ever
Mm.
again.
yeah.
Please.
Oh, this screenshot is a very accurate summation of our feelings towards the people who decided to butcher this adaptation.
Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, maybe it wasn't their call. Maybe Shaft wanted something different for some reason. I don't
Maybe
know.
Shaft decided to live up to its name and shaft the people who enjoyed the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh goodness.
no, like what really grinds my gears is that you can't really get the game story directly in America anymore because the
Yeah,
game
you
got shut
can't play
down.
the fucking game anymore.
Because that happens with like 90% of mobile games in
Mm.
America.
Yeah,
Like,
unfortunate. But
Makes
it
it even
happens
more
eventually to
pointless
all games.
to spend money on them.
Yeah.
yeah,
But luckily, like I said, the manga does exist and seems to be more. So there is that, and also the cutscenes are archived. So if you want to watch them there, but you know.
Mm.
But I think we've gotten to the main point of this.
we've ranted enough.
Yeah, it was. I'm angry, but we can move.
Yeah, we're both angry and disappointed.
Yeah.
Moving on
Don't
then.
anyone adapting. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Moving on then to Mahjong Soul Pon.
This is the short one, right?
yeah, this is the 90-second one, which they used to great effect because episode 3 started off with 90 seconds until this gigantic meteor is about to strike the Earth.
Does the meteor shrink the Earth at the end of the episode?
So basically, the story of the episode is them saying, "Oh, anyone who wins a game of mahjong in the shrine gets a wish." So, give me a second. I'm gonna have to get names up. I think, because yeah, this fucking Crunchyroll is not adding descriptions to the episodes. So where is Mahjong Soul Pon? Down at the bottom, I know, but so Ichihime is basically like, okay, let me win, and I will wish for the media to go away. Unfortunately, when they deal out the hands, everybody else has a really good hand, and Ichihime has a fucking trash hand.
Oh my god.
So everyone
Amazing.
starts trying to actually win. And like accusing everybody of each other of going against the plan, and Jamie's like, "Yes, you were supposed to let me win." And yeah, eventually the fucking media hits because they spent too long arguing about it.
As is expected.
And then the next episode, Ichihime is winning a surprising amount, and it turns out it's actually an imagined spot as she floats through space.
Okay, that is actually really fucking clever.
Yeah. Whether, she was alive as she was, or whether she finished that episode alive as she floated through space or died, not exactly clear. Don't know. Probably just gonna retcon the whole thing and they're gonna go back to playing Mahjong in the shrine. But
Most of these cartoons don't really have like a strong continuity, to be fair.
yeah, the fact that they managed to keep it over 2 episodes is frankly impressive. But yeah, this is just a funny way to spend a few minutes out of my day. Especially again, just because of the facial expressions. Again, that's Ichihime just looking at a hand, just like, oh no, what am I supposed to do with this hand? I'll discard this tile. Ha! I'll take it. You're supposed to let me win. I'm sorry, I had too good of a hand. Yeah, no, it's as said, it's just a really fun time, really fun way to just spend, like, depending on how many episodes I have to binge, a few minutes at most.
Yeah.
But moving on to a new addition, but we kind of had to add it after the episode it had. One Piece.
God
Damn.
damn! What a fucking fantastic episode. Yeah.
Where do we
That's
start?
a screenshot.
So Luffy took a bite of the gum fruit.
No. God damn it.
Yeah, the Yamato and Ace stuff is really cool. I like that they spent a bit more time on that than they did in the manga.
Yeah.
Also, the scene of Ace's river card burning up in Yamato's hands was really fucking sad.
Oh my god, yeah. Before that though, Yamato learning about Luffy's dream from Ace, and then with that overlapping with Roger's dream from Odin's journal, and visually like seeing all of that, and oh my
That was
god,
fucking incredible.
that was incredible. That was gorgeous, and it was just so perfect.
This whole episode was just like a masterclass in animation direction.
Yeah.
Megumi Ishitani is a fucking goddess of
Yeah,
anime
an
direction.
incredible director backed by a fantastic team of animators.
Yeah, no.
Like just seeing Ace move in this episode, like every movement he made was so perfect.
All of these characters just moved so fucking excellently.
Yeah.
Apparently, all of Megumi Ishitani's episodes take like 6 fucking months to work on, and that does not surprise me.
I can see why. They clearly gave it their all for the adaptation of Chapter 1000.
Yeah. But yeah, after the Ace flashback, we finally get the beginning of fucking Roof Piece.
Roof Piece, yes. As even Crunchyroll called it when they uploaded the good old clip onto their channel.
They know what
literally
they're
called
doing.
it Roof Piece.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Luffy sees the fallen samurai, and the way that's visualized is perfect because it shows Luffy talking to them for the raid, and then it just flashes to them all fallen.
Them broken and Kinemon crying about how he failed and he can't even.
Yeah.
He'd be shamed to see Odin in the afterlife at this point.
Oh God. Oh my God. That was just.
It was heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
But also, the lineup of the supernovas at the rooftop was great.
All the supernovas are there.
Well, not all of them, but several of them.
Well, I mean, the ones important to the current situation.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all lined up in front of the two emperors. And Luffy, of course, is absolutely ready because before he does it, we get a quick flash through this entire saga, a bunch of just big scenes, and then
Gumma
gorgeous
no
attack from
red
Luffy
rock.
on Kaido.
Yeah.
The big gum red rock, and holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
He actually fucking knocks Kaido to the ground.
Yeah.
And makes him bleed, which is excellent.
I would also just like to point out that prior to this happening in the manga, I predicted that it would come down to the supernovas versus the emperors.
Oh, hey, that's points for you. I wouldn't quite have guessed that, but hey, good on you.
It worked out nicely, and it is gonna be a fucking awesome fight. As someone who's read the manga, one of the best fights.
Oh, and it's I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's not even done yet. So, and we still know that for sure.
This particular section of the fight is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah,
because
this entire part of the anime is probably gonna pop off really hard when they actually get back to adapting it because they're recapping this week.
Because it's Oban Festival, I believe, Golden Week.
Yeah.
No, this is really fucking good episode. Excellent job adapting Chapter 1000. Lots of good directing and cinematography choices with this. Like using Prometheus as a backlight for the Emperors was a fucking inspired choice.
Yeah, just all throughout, just absolutely incredible direction, fantastic animation, the use of colors too. It's just absolutely stupendous adaptation of a fantastic chapter. And
also, I'm surprised he didn't use more screenshots, Mel.
As I said in our private chat, I'm not willing to poke the Toei bear by putting the episode up frame by fucking frame.
Oh yeah.
Or even certain scenes.
But you could have chosen a few more screenshots.
Even certain scenes frame by frame. So I just decided to choose, the big one, Luffy once again declaring his goal in front of the two emperors. And frankly, if you want to see more, watch the episode.
Yeah, frankly, just watch the freaking episode, because if there's any one episode of the anime adaptation to watch, it's this one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This isn't even a recommendation. This is required material. If you read the manga, you have to watch this episode. saying it right now. You have to watch this episode. It is
Read chapter
required.
1000 and then watch this episode immediately afterwards.
Yes, read chapter 1000 and then watch this episode. You have to do it. No exceptions. You have to. It is required. And this probably won't be the only time you have to watch the anime episode corresponding to the manga chapter, because
there's
probably
going to be
gonna
one
more
coming
of
up.
that.
There's one in particular coming up that I know is going to be like a big one.
Yeah. So yeah, amazing episode. We had to talk about it because it was that good. I think that's everything. So I think we can move on.
Yes, we've gushed enough.
Yep.
Okay, moving on to Onipan.
How is this show?
It's funny.
Pretty fun.
It's cute. I love it. The fucking second episode started with like an introduction of the concept. It was like, oh, these three girls were handpicked for their bravery and talent. Then shows the fucking fucking
wheel dart.
King Yama just throwing darts at a wheel, and just the narrator going, "I said they were handpicked for their bravery and talent."
That's great.
This show's really funny.
No, I love this show.
Episode 2 also introduces Momotaro's descendant, who, of course, has a unique laugh. And guess what it is?
What is it?
It's the title of the fucking episode.
It's just Momo.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a fun one.
This descendant of Momotaro, and they end up fighting
Over
in
video
inverted
game.
commas, and they do it. They have this whole like imagined sequences of them fighting for real, but it turns out they're just doing it via phones.
Yeah, and what's better is like they did it while they were on their lunch break, and they missed the bell to go back.
Yeah. What was also good from that episode is while Himawari got a lot of people wanting to talk to her, Tsuyukusa just didn't care. Tsutsuji decided to try and make friends and found the class Tunie.
Yes,
and
that was great.
And so she's just so confused at what is coming out of this girl's mouth.
Yeah, it's great.
Then third episode, the area they're living in is a not very popular market street. So they separately, Himawari and Tsutsuji separately decide to work together to try and revive the shopping street. Tsuyukusa just decided to start teaching animals some tricks.
What's funny is that the whole thing was started because of a fight between Tsutsuji and Himawari that was technically triggered by Tsuyukusa eating Tsutsuji's cake.
Well, yeah, no, the argument was already happening, but the real clincher that caused them both to storm away was the fact that Tsutsuji's cake had been eaten. Everybody else was just going, it's got to be Tsuyukusa, it's got to be her. And then she eventually admits it.
Like, what were you expecting? Of course it was her.
Yeah, and the way they end up revitalizing the area is going on basically or entering a cooking competition, and using local ingredients, which manages to send the judges back through time to a time when volcanoes erupted with stew and dinosaurs were made of vegetables.
Yes, it makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Also,
go ahead.
Just a quick aside. Is it just me, or does the soundtrack, the big soundtrack piece sound a lot like Megalovania?
I wouldn't know. Very possibly, actually. I can't remember. I
Sounds a
can't remember it
lot
very
like
well.
Megalovania to me.
I can't remember it very well. I'll listen out for it now. But yeah, no, I'm loving the show to pieces. This is just
It's a
so much fun, just
it's a
so much cute fun.
yeah, it's a real fun time.
Yeah. It just knows not to take itself seriously in the best way
Mm,
possible. And it's so
yeah.
fantastic.
I'll get to it when I actually remember to watch it because it's on freaking High Dive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and another gag is another part of what started the argument between Tsutsuji and Himawari is the fact that or something that gets mentioned is that Himawari missed the trash pickup, and it was because she overslept because Tsutsuji just kicked her in the face in her sleep.
That was fucking great.
No, this is a really fun, cute show, and it's only 13 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like 14, 15 minutes an episode. Something like that.
I mean, it's 1440 on High Dive, but that's also taking into account like the credits it does at the end.
Right, right.
So I would say about 13 and a half minutes.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, it's fun, it's cute, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm glad I gave it a chance because
Hmm.
there was potential worry that it would be fan service laden, but there's been absolutely none of that.
Yeah.
And even the pants bit has only been used for like a once an episode gag. It's always been good. But moving on then to RPG Real Estate.
I wasn't sure if I was going to keep watching this one. I think I'll stick with it because it's we're starting to get a little bit of plot. I like this screenshot.
Hmm.
just this line here.
Yeah. Wow, I totally die if I fell from here. And people
Yeah,
die when they're killed.
Fa is a little miscreant. So what happened? I don't think I'm caught up. So I watched the first 3 episodes. So they a member of the heroes party when they took down the demon lord, because yes, that happened, but this is after that apparently.
Mhm.
They're looking for they no wait, I'm getting mixed up now. There's the demon lord's castle has basically been turned into an amusement park, and there's an area around it that they want more people to live in. So they went around scouting it, and as you can imagine, it's the area around a demon lord's castle. So it's sort of awful conditions, and it's hard to actually pitch that to any human being. But apparently, monsters are suited to living there, so they got monsters to live there. And then there's sort of an ongoing plot, I think, about there's this dragon who's apparently causing some trouble, but um well, it's hard to say it's actually a plot. There's like hint towards it because they keep bringing it up,
Yeah.
and apparently even the army's going after it, and so they basically get everyone living in the area to donate some magic power. And when Fa, the little dragon girl in the screenshot here, goes up to give in her magic power, it completely breaks the device.
Hmm.
And it's enough magic power for over 100,000 people.
Fucking bonkers, but not
Which,
unexpected for a dragon.
well, that's the thing. We don't quite know what Fa is. She looks like a dragon girl, but it's not really brought up what she actually is. And apparently dragons are not very well liked in this world. So someone at the agency is starting to get suspicious of, wait a minute, Fa has dragon-like features. I wonder, with all that magic power, I wonder if she's related to the dragon that's causing trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually starting to get an overarching plot, which I didn't expect from the show. That has mostly just been cute and funny, but it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, they also have a welcoming party for that join the agency, and fun stuff happens there. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, another one where it's not much to really about, but an interesting overarching plot might be at hand here. So, I'll keep watching for now. I'm enjoying it. It's fun, and the way they spin RPG stuff is pretty interesting because the main girl's magic, she can mostly just make little colorful flames, even though she's like a wizard class. So that's all she can really do.
Right.
And just little stuff like that they have fun with.
Yeah.
So, and the another member of the agency is she's like a warrior class.
Mm-hmm.
But she's apparently incredibly strong, but she doesn't want to. She's apparently seen because a lot of people mistook her for a boy, so she let her hair grow out. But she also has like her room is like full of like weapons and shit. And it's like, oh, how very brutish. But she's like, no. There's like cute little stickers on some of the weapons. So that's girly, right? So it's
Oh, that
like
poor girl trying her damnedest to be feminine.
Yeah, she's trying her damnedest, but but yeah, it's a fun little show. I'm I'm enjoying it. It's a fun little
That's good.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to another show, or a show that started last season and should have ended last season if it weren't for delays. Salaryman's Club.
I forgot this was still going.
Yeah, this finished a couple of weeks ago. So it has been a couple of weeks since I watched the episode because I watched it immediately after it came out. I probably should have rewatched it just to make sure I remembered everything. But I've skimmed through the timeline, so I'm fairly sure I remember what happened. So yeah, Mikoto injured himself by running into a pole trying to get the shuttlecock. But but he kept playing. Struggled for a little bit longer. I think they lost the first. No, that was how they lost the first game. But during the second game, they started their strategy, which was to instead of letting basically Kirishima Takuma play, because he's like, I think he is basically the best doubles player in the country, if not the world. They basically focused on his partner, and considering that that team had no teamwork whatsoever, it was a very effective strategy. Yeah, they end up winning the match and celebrating afterwards. It's all very happy. A little bit of the tension taken out of it, I think, by the whole if you lose, Tatsuru will get fired. Because by that point, they're not gonna fucking lose. And it was nice to see that. Or the final rally, Kirishima tried to take advantage of Mikoto's past badminton trauma, but by this point he's gotten over it. He trusts his partner, left it to Tatsuru, who jump smashed it for the win. All very nice. All very nice. So then we get whatchamacallit, montage of how things go after the match. They start selling Mikoto's ridiculous drink by the caseload because the members of the unisex team, unisex team who are like influencers started hyping it on their channel, so the drink gets really popular. And Mikoto gets his own little duckling to teach the ways of the battery man, the badminton and salaryman combination. And then the show ends with a potential sequel hook, in that we get a glimpse at a meeting where they're discussing the Japanese national team, and the show ends on a shot of Tatsuru and Mikoto's profiles. So potential season 2 where they play for the national team. I'm really not
cool.
sure.
Is this an original?
This is an original, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
Okay.
It was a really good original. I stand by my place of putting it second for winter. Like,
Good.
It was
I'm
really
happy
good
to
show in
hear
the
that.
end. And
That's nice.
hopefully once I'm have a little bit more time, I'm going to be watching it all over again with the English dub, because
Oh yeah.
because Howard Wang is in it. Always love him.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan McKeon is in it. Starting to like him as well. Yeah, it's got a really good cast, so I'm looking forward to that. But
Awesome.
moving on to
It shows on my watch list. I'll get to
Yeah.
I'll get to it eventually.
it is good, and it's well animated as well, and
Yeah.
I think it's a really unique look at a sports team, in that it follows a corporate team rather than a bunch of asshole high schoolers.
Which is what makes me more interested, because like I'm not like adverse to sports shows, but like fucking all of them fucking high schoolers.
Yeah.
So
They're
No,
so
that's like 99% of sports shows.
yeah.
yeah.
So you get what it does is it gives you a more unique set of drama, basically. Like Usuyama has his whole thing of he quit to start a family, and but really wants to come back. You've got players who are getting up there in years in terms of sports players, and are having to battle with the battle against Father Time, which you don't get in fucking high school sports anime.
Yeah.
So it's a really unique take on it. There's a decent amount of office shenanigans as well, which is really nice. Yeah, and I enjoyed all of the characters. And if it gets to season 2, I am right fucking there.
Of course. Naturally.
But speaking of season 2s, we now move on to Science Fell in Love season 2.
You're not gonna say the
Yeah.
whole thing?
No, I'm not gonna say the whole thing. I mean, I will if you want me to. I still remember it.
Okay. Okay, so you chose this one. All right. Because I gave him 2. I gave
Yeah.
him this. I gave him this one. I gave him both couples, but it makes it clear they're on planet Namek.
Yes.
Look, I chuckled at the idea of Super Saiyan lap pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's hilarious.
That's why I'm not surprised you picked this one. It's just, oh my god, this is
It is
great.
fucking great. This show's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, where did I even start with this one? There are just so many gags across the past couple episodes.
Yeah. Basically, the two couples are more or less like not actually at war with each other, but they're at war with each other because
They're competing hardcore. And it turns out that they can't really compete because one is a couple that's been together for several years at this point, and the other is a new couple that only got together a few months ago. So it's like,
and they're not even like officially they're not even together.
Yeah,
So they
so
say.
they have very different hormone patterns because
Yeah.
they're at very different stages in a relationship. So they
Yeah.
can't really be directly compared. Which basically throws the whole competition out the fucking window when they figure it out.
Yeah. So a series of very funny experiments. What's her? Hold on a second.
Which
What's
one?
her name? What's her name again? The I don't even know how to describe her. The tall, dark-haired one who we just met.
Oh, shit. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't remember her name either.
I remember the guy's name because it's English
Oh yeah.
for some fucking reason. Chris. He's literally named Chris.
Yeah, he's funny. I love him. I love that little.
I think it was like Sui or something like that.
Uh,
Yeah, right now.
Seal or something like that. Yeah, she's
Uh,
hilarious.
Suiyu. Fujiwara. Fujiwara
Yeah.
is easier to pronounce.
Yeah, she's hilarious. Because she's just about all over everyone. Which she's mostly just fucking around because she loves how Chris gets all uppity about
Bothered.
it. Yeah.
He gets really uppity about it.
Yeah.
Unless his face winds up in her cleavage somehow, in which case
Yeah.
he's perfect.
He's fine, just extremely embarrassed about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Very cute
Also,
couple.
also really fun is Kosuke realizing he's caught feelings for Ibarata.
Really?
And,
It took him long enough because the the 2D waifus he's so obsessed with look exactly like her.
I know, but it is still hilarious that he's starting to realize that he caught feelings, and he's
Yeah.
like furiously in denial about it.
Yeah. It took you long enough, bro. She's literally your type. She's quite literally the perfect person that suits all of your desires here.
No,
So,
the funny thing is that they break it down to that point, and it's like, oh, oh no, she fits
yeah.
all of my criteria. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. But no, they're cute, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I ship
If
that one.
only yeah, same. If only Kosuke would finally get over himself and just mess up already.
Kosuke's
I'm
a
sure
fucking
she'd be happy
clown.
with it. Oh, he is an absolute fucking clown.
Yeah.
To be fair, the whole lab is a goddamn circus with all the clownery that goes on.
Oh yes, absolutely.
You are not just a clown. You are an entire circus.
Yeah, exactly.
Why, thank you, Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah. This is a
No,
fun show.
this is a fun show. Also,
Yeah.
Kanade might possibly have a lot of interest now.
I haven't watched the most recent episode.
It's the one
So I
before the
wouldn't.
most recent episode.
Was it?
At the very end, the guy, the dude just approaches her and asks her out.
Oh, I guess I'm 2 episodes behind then.
You're approaching me? I can't ask you out if I don't get closer.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
yeah, no, they're on episode 5 is the most recent, so
okay,
you must be
interesting.
2 episodes behind then.
Yeah, I'm 2 episodes behind. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
But
Kosuke just absolutely losing his shit, realizing that Ibarata is not only his type, but someone he'd actually be into is just absolutely fucking hilarious.
yeah.
Poor
Meanwhile,
bastard never.
Ibarata is just cracking herself up, realizing the chances guy will ever find the person he desires most, despite the fact that she literally meets all of his needs.
Yeah, like it's less than a 1%, but it turns out that she is the 1 in a billion person.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
It's crazy and it's funny as hell.
Yeah. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. How, in all honesty, how much you all wager that they don't wind up hooking up by the end of the season because they're too deep in denial?
I mean, if you look at the opening, where Kosuke is wearing a tuxedo and Ibarata's in a wedding dress. So
True. Very
yeah.
true.
So something's
I don't
happening
fucking know.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, it's a fun return to this show.
They could just be studying the effects of fancy dress on hormones.
I mean, maybe.
True.
It
Doesn't
could
the
be
ED
an
have, like...
experiment for all we know. Yeah.
Doesn't the ED have, like, the various pairs of characters leaning in close as if to kiss just for an experiment?
Possibly. I haven't paid that much attention to the ED.
Hmm. Is that in the OP or the ED? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So this is a fun show.
Yeah. Still quite fun.
Okay, then. Moving on to Shenmue.
Shenmue. We are now officially in Shenmue 2. I'm not quite caught up, but it apparently ends today, actually, I think.
Oh.
So I'll probably watch that tonight. But yeah, we're in Shenmue 2. Ryo arrives in Hong Kong and trying to find a lead on his lead to find Landy, which he encounters a bit of trouble there. He has to punch it. He has to hit a tree a bunch in order to learn certain virtues so that he can be worthy enough to meet the master that might actually know the person he's looking for.
And get some berries, I'm sure.
Sure, yeah. The context of this screenshot is that he meets someone who is apparently exiled from a dojo because he was using his abilities to basically show off. But
Seems harsh.
He's since learned his lesson, and that helped teach Ryo one of the virtues he needs to learn. And now Ryo is staying at so I forget to mention. He meets the master is a woman. And when Ryo first met her, he didn't realize that she was the master. So, wee bit sexist, just a little bit. He got his ass handed to him, so that was deserved. But now he's staying at the.
Found out.
Yeah, but this master has no intention of helping him. So she says, but she says she's willing to let him stay at the dojo. So there is that. But yeah, sort of he's just trying to get a lead on his lead so that he can find Landy. So we'll see how that ends, because again, this is Shenmue 2. Which means no proper ending to the story. So I'm curious to see what will end up happening here.
Proper endings in my Shenmue, it's more likely than you think.
Possibly.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be discussing the ending the next time we. But yeah, I stand by it. This is probably the best video game adaptation I've seen, mobile games aside. Because like visually it's solid. And it works with it tells its story fairly well. Anything it adds feels like it fits in there good. Anything it cuts feels like it was fine being cut. So yeah.
Even the forklift?
No, I'm wrong about that. No, there should have been more forklifts, because we
Yeah.
only got one episode of forklift.
Yeah.
And it was one short scene. It's like, you can't do that. That's illegal. But yeah, forklift omissioning aside, good adaptation. So
Okay. Moving on then to Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie.
Keep in mind that neither Mill nor I have seen today's episode.
Yeah.
I haven't watched today's episode either, so that's perfect.
Oh, we're perfect. We're on the same.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you picked this one.
Yes.
Again, I had so much choice for Shikimori because
Absolutely.
there's just so much to choose from. If I just find where it is in my list of screenshots that I took. Come on, where is it? So first had fucking Hachimitsu's ribbon headband. Izumi's reaction to Shikimori asking if she could hide under the covers with him. Shikimori and Izumi's reaction to Shikimori's new popularity after winning the volleyball tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a couple from basically both of or a couple of bits from the meeting the parents segment where the fucking dad just snarks, like especially the one where like Izumi's mum is basically like, man, I wish you were my girlfriend, and the dad is like, having an affair in front of me, I could cry. Just very dryly.
The parents are fun.
Like I
Yeah.
wasn't
Good on
wasn't
Shikimori for being such a chick magnet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about the joke when the mum said, "Oh, I wish you were my girlfriend." I was like, little weird to be saying that to your son's girlfriend. The dad thing brought it back completely.
No, the dad thing was perfect.
Yeah.
That made that gag perfect. Like,
Yeah.
yes, okay, good.
No, that yeah, just absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised at some of the reactions I'm seeing from this, that it's it's dull. I'm enjoying this so much.
Yeah, I think
Fun
it's fun.
time.
I think it's mainly just because we've mostly been kind of spoiled with romantic comedies lately.
Yeah.
All of them
I mean,
having
we
a bit
have-
more substance than this.
We have a lot of really strong rom-coms this season. The competitions are really fierce.
Yeah, most of
And
them have more
unfortunately,
substance
some
than
people-
this. And
Yeah, for some people, this is going to get left by the wayside.
yeah, this is mostly just really fluffy, and
Mhm.
that's good for a lot of people, but it doesn't quite suit their needs. I think they're probably being a bit harsh on it, but I also see where they're coming from.
I mean, what I've got to ask is, what fucking deity did Izumi piss off?
Oh my god, I don't know. It's Jesus.
Like, fucking.
I don't think he pissed off Jesus. Not enough. He's that capricious.
The bad luck runs in the family. It was mom.
But
Yeah.
like just after I don't think it was even a full day. I think it was like half a day of protecting Izumi from his misfortune. Inuzuka looks like he's ready to go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, like, that is just chronically unlucky.
Yeah.
Like, he prepared all this stuff to make sure his date to the cinemas wouldn't go wrong, and then he's still on his fucking way. Like, what was it? He helped a little old lady like with her bags or crossing the road or something like that, and gave directions to some kid or something like that. And like,
Yeah.
but I expected this, so I left early. And it's the fact that despite attaching it to himself, his wallet, he still loses his wallet.
Yeah. Man, yeah, he something's off with that family there. Like they pissed off some sort of they committed some sort of heresy.
I mean, my money's on just some capricious Japanese entity like I don't know, Tamamo no Mae or some shit, curse the
Yeah.
family or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Apparently, she broke out of that rock not too long ago, so
Yeah,
fucking
maybe
hell.
this is why. Maybe Izumi
Another sign
walked
of the
by
fucking
that rock,
apocalypse.
and I don't know. But yeah, this is a very cute, fluffy show.
Yeah.
Izumi and Shikimori go on a little date.
Yeah,
They watch
a
a
movie
very
date.
scary movie.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
they
she-
watched the scary movie. Like
What's fucking in?
yeah,
Stephen King's in.
Yeah, they watched it. I just like, especially when Izumi was like, she's gonna get scared and she's gonna, curl up into me and it's gonna be great. I'm just like, buddy,
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 no.
this is not how that's gonna go.
Boy. Boy.
This is not how this is gonna go. Oh god! As soon as a horror movie was picked, it was like, this is not gonna end well for Izumi. This is not gonna end well for him.
Nope.
Yeah. But that was.
Would you
that
have
was
it any
that
other
was
way, though?
No,
Yeah.
not at all. Oh, but yeah. No, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying the dynamic they have. They have good chemistry with each other, which is
Seems
really
like
important.
Izumi and the ace of the volleyball club seem to have some.
Yeah, they do seem to have a little bit of history by the looks of things.
Curious
That
about
could be interesting to explore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, the fact that when Izumi woke up from his post-meal nap, just sees his fucking dad and girlfriend playing Mii boxing.
Yeah, that was great.
Funny as hell.
Uh, it's so cute. I love seeing
Yeah.
shit like that.
Absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
This is a good fluff rom-com, even if it's not like as substantive as a lot of others.
Yeah. I think this does its job very, very well.
Mm. No, it's definitely a very enjoyable show.
Yeah.
Moving on to, if what I've heard is correct, a less enjoyable show, Skeleton Knight in Another World.
Oh, please tell me you picked the screenshot I think you picked.
You should be coming up soon, if not already up.
Yep, I fucking knew you'd pick that one.
Yeah,
There was a reason I sent it to you. I
Yeah.
know you like that wrestling bullshit.
I do. I do love a good lariat.
Thought you'd enjoy it. Yeah, honestly, this isn't as bad as the first episode. And it's frankly very bad opening scene where like there's almost no real like sexual content in this beyond like the occasional moment of ooh menace before things inevitably get big damn heroed.
Hmm.
Things have not once gone nearly as far as they did in the first episode,
Yeah.
which I'm glad for. But that fucking ghost haunts this anime, man.
Hmm.
Even if it is pretty damn fun otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, what other anime are you going to see a skeleton dude in metal armor pull a fucking lariat on a dude?
Yeah. I mean, the issue is that once they have, gone to that well, you can never be sure if they'll go to it again.
Yeah, that is the issue. I have heard concerns that, like, apparently that kind of content isn't really all that common in the source material. It doesn't really pop up much at all past that first one.
Yeah.
But there is concern that it'll be used more in this adaptation because of how far they went for that first one. Because
Yeah.
apparently it wasn't nearly as bad in the source material.
Mm.
So I am concerned. I'm still enjoying this as it is because they just formally introduced the female lead of the show, and she's pretty fun. She is actually a very skilled and competent warrior and a good tracker, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She doesn't need her handheld or anything.
Oh, you said warrior. I thought you said lawyer.
That would be
It did
fun.
kind of
No,
sound like you said warrior.
I was like,
no, she is a warrior, not a lawyer. That would be fun, but no.
yeah. So I was gonna say, oh, cool. There's lawyers in this world. Okay, and she's a good one. Good. I'm glad for her.
Nah, that'd be fun, but no. Oh man, imagine a fantasy lawyer. That'd be so fucking funny. No, this one actually does have a show like, oh, the slave trade is a big thing in this world, and it is bad, and the protagonists are actively in this current arc, obliterating a slave trade ring. So that's fun.
Wow, how novel.
I know. It's almost as if slavery is bad and dismantling the institution is good.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's almost as if your hero shouldn't be involved in the trade and actually help the trade grow.
I wonder what anime airing this season is guilty of that. It could be anything we're watching.
No, because we've got taste.
Exactly.
And
Or given definition of taste.
and moving
Yeah,
on
I
to
was gonna say, speak for yourself.
moving on to show just how good our taste is. Spy X Family.
Is it really? Is it really like enjoying the show, having good taste? Doesn't that just make us normal?
I don't know, but we liked it before it was popular.
That's true.
I've been reading this since it first started coming out.
Same here.
I've been reading it. When did it actually come out? Is the question.
2019, I believe.
Yeah, March 2019. So I started reading it about a year and a quarter after it started coming out then, because I very vividly remember I started reading it first summer of the pandemic.
Fun.
Because I read a shit ton of Viz stuff that summer, or that late spring into summer. Because I also read shit like, God, what was it? Haikyuu, Prince of Tennis, Kuroko's Basket, Claymore.
Jeez, you went all in on it, huh?
I read.
Yeah.
That was when I first started reading Jujutsu Kaisen. That was when I caught up to Dr. Stone.
Oh my God.
I read so fucking much.
When was this again?
This was just after I'd finished. I'd handed in all my university stuff. I was free and clear. It was the pandemic. I had nowhere else to go, so I just started reading fucking manga.
So you basically did what I did, but with anime, because I watched a fuck ton of anime when the pandemic started.
Yeah.
I just annihilated a huge chunk of my watch list. So
I wish I
Yeah.
could have done that. I
Yeah.
really do.
Well,
No.
once I'd finished the manga, I moved on to I binged the fucking Haikyuu anime because I loved it so much, and then I moved on to binging Thunderbolt Fantasy, which is also great. But on to Spy X Family.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Spy
keep.
Family, excuse you.
No, I'm gonna keep saying Spy X Family because I can't be asked. I can't be asked using the brain power to stop saying the X.
No, you. I hate.
Especially considering I've seen people say, "Oh no, it's actually supposed to be Spy X Family." And I'm just like,
No,
I can't
it's
be
not
asked.
Spy X. It's Spy Family. It's like Hunter Hunter. Okay?
I know it probably is, but I just can't be asked.
No, there's no probably. That's just how it's supposed to be. Shut up. Stop doing it. Stop it.
I'm just munching popcorn over here. I'm watching you two argue.
Shut up.
No, this is amazing. Yeah, this is
it's
amazing.
a great show.
A fantastic show.
Yeah.
I just love Anya. Again, so many fucking screenshots that I could have used.
Oh, yeah.
The
With
face
just
is
her
right
facial
there.
expression.
Oh, you guys have seen today's most elegant episode, have you
Yeah,
not?
I love
Yes,
Henry
it was
Henderson.
quite elegant.
I love Henry Henderson so much. He's so fucking hilarious. Just going through all these tests and just because because Lloyd has prepared them so much, it's actually scary. Just like when they pull out the third change of clothes.
Hold on. I found some art earlier. I'm gonna post it here.
Right.
Um.
God, I mean,
But yeah, that was great. They adapted that so well.
Yeah, I mean, I just for episode 2, I had to pause it, like damn near immediately, because you had the minute 30 for the OP. I paused it, I think 1:39 because of just Anya's reaction to Frankie cross dressing. Anya cannot accept this mama.
Okay, I just posted it in stream chat.
Rip Frankie.
Oh God,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to like that.
Yes.
Good. I've brought it up to
Quite
four.
elegant.
I've brought it up to the. I brought it to the nice number 420 likes.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, he's fantastic in that.
Yeah. No, love Henry Henderson. He's so great.
Also, the grenade proposal scene is just fucking fantastic.
Great.
Oh yeah, that was a good. I'm not gonna make the pun. It was good. It was good. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna make the puns. It was good.
Fucking
Yeah,
Lloyd
we
just
talked
going.
about it last time.
Yeah.
Just fucking Lloyd going. The reason I'm hitting them is because of this new concussive therapy. Yes, that's
Yeah.
definitely what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm throwing a grenade at them like 5 minutes after telling you this.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a new kind of treatment we've been trying out.
Oh god.
And
Oh.
then episode 3 is just like wholesome family shenanigans with a mix of funny goofiness.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like Anya pointing out she can see the boobies on the painting.
Well, no, and again, and it's another, fantastic Anya face. Anya reading Yor's mind as Yor is reminiscing about when her brother was young, and just going, and that one time I hugged him too hard and ended up breaking 2 of his ribs. Oh god, and
It's gonna be really weird when we get to that character in the anime.
yeah. But yeah, just fucking yeah, that 4th episode, god.
Fucking fantastic.
Just incredible. And again, I think this episode is the first indication that that both Yor and Lloyd are getting sucked into this idea of a family.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Yor is ready to go full Thorn Princess, and Lloyd kills a mosquito.
Very violently.
Very violently, to the point where he has to bandage his hand afterwards.
I just love that both Lloyd and Yor are willing to throw hands because that dickhead insulted made Anya cry.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Mm-hmm.
Free fucking Henderson decks the guy in the face anyways. What an absolute Chad.
Very
Yeah,
very
an
elegantly
absolute
done.
Chad.
Very elegantly done.
Yeah.
Very elegant.
That was a very elegant punch.
Yeah. Oh god, I just can't wait for the following episodes. They're gonna be so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of this,
all the school episodes are gonna be great.
the school episodes are consistently fantastic. Look, Spy Family's start is good, but once Anya starts at school is when it really picks up.
Yeah.
Not to mention just I love that all the characters get like time in the spotlight, even if it takes a while for Yor to get hers.
Yeah.
But Anya is the one who gets it the most consistently, and it is fucking funny whenever she does.
Yeah. Also,
I am so looking forward to the legendary Anya, the most legendary of Anya faces when that gets animated.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So shopkeeper, yours boss, assassin boss, was Junichi Suwabe, if I remember correctly.
Oh dang!
Because I remember that smooth voiced bastard anywhere.
Understandable.
Yeah, then you've got fucking Akio Otsuka as Lloyd's overall boss.
Oh, Akio Otsuka. God
Yeah.
damn. Oh my god, they got Kazuhiro for Henry Henderson.
Yeah, Kazuhiro
Yes.
Yamaji for Henry Henderson. So, Bang in One Punch Man. As much as I hate it, Kenny in Attack on Titan. Hit in Dragon Ball. At least Dragon Ball Heroes.
Mm. Oh, they haven't cast a few major roles yet, but that's gonna be fun when we finally
Oh
do see them.
yeah.
I think it might be that they've cast them, they just haven't put them on
Oh
Mal.
yeah. We just don't know who they
Oh
are.
yeah, no, they haven't announced the casting. Rather,
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they probably have announced the casting. I just don't think it's on Mal.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not now.
Because I mean, oh, let's search it on ANN, because what ANN's really good for is it doesn't quite have the ease of browsing and giving you, giving you a picture and picture of the character and the actor, but it does generally have a more complete cast list.
I can't wait for Bond.
Yeah,
The bestest of boys.
I'm so looking forward to Bond.
I am also looking forward to seeing the goodest of boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that Sari Hayami is voicing Yor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty wild that she's voicing both Yor and Yamato.
She's good. She has range.
She does have range. Very different voices there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Yor Yamato, she's also in the Recipe for Happiness, and Heroines.
Yep. She's pretty busy this season.
And unfortunately, Don't Hurt Me, My Healer.
Rip.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Spy Family is so fucking good.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot she voices Ruby Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. I don't really think about that. That's cool.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, this is good.
Yeah.
This is a good show.
This is a fantastic show, and
Yep.
it's
Honestly,
only going
like-
to get better from here.
Yeah. It is quite possibly going to be the best anime of the season.
Yep.
In my case, probably going to be like 90% of people's anime of the season.
I mean, in terms,
Oh yeah.
in terms of
90% of people.
in terms of the
And-
mouse score, it's up to 9.08. It's
Fucking hell.
in fourth on the overall list, tied
Jesus.
with Attack on Titan season 3 part 2 and Gintama Degree Sign.
What the? Yeah, I don't know of those titles. Yeah, but still, number 4th. Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is tied for second actually.
Yeah.
There's like 4 shows with the same score, and
It's-
occupying second and fifth.
yeah. It's only down in fourth because of alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll probably, honestly, this is a very good show. It'll probably stay pretty high up on that
Yeah.
list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will. Don't know if
Which
it'll
doesn't
keep
happen that
same score,
often.
but
Mm-hmm.
the only other recent show that got that high and stayed that high was Fruits Basket, the final season,
Yeah, exactly. I was
which is still in the
about to
top
say.
10.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense.
Deserved
Yeah.
in both cases.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you
good.
guys ready to move on?
Good. Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, dropped significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker.
To be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete shocker. But yes, moving on then to our last winter carryover, Tokyo 24th Ward.
I actually did not
one
finish
end-
it, so let me know
From
how
one
bad
end-
it was.
Not as god awful as I thought it could have been, but not much better than that.
Okay.
It basically just sidesteps the whole issue altogether and just makes the whole ending revolve around how they deal with Ostomy and her virtual ghost wanting to stop existing because existence is pain
Mm-hmm.
for an Ostomy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, here you have the dumbass pile exiting the elevator on their way to the final confrontation, as is expected.
I do love them.
They are idiots.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what you're saying with this is Cloverworks originals have done it again.
Honestly, I don't think it fell on its face as much as that.
It's kind of continuously stumbled throughout most of its run.
Yeah.
It's frankly an achievement for a show to fucking fumble its ending the way Wonder Egg did.
Yeah.
Please don't make me remember that.
I mean,
let's just talk about Wonder Egg.
I do
No,
have
please.
a couple of things to mention because on that subject because I did read some very interesting interviews with staff members. So the character designer mentioned that the writer didn't tell them much about the girls, which seems iffy.
Okay.
The director actually based Eye of Miu from 22/7.
The resemblance makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was apparently a very, very democratic workplace, which meant there was a lot of discussing going on, which probably didn't help with time constraints.
I see.
I mean, I think the biggest issue was how isolated the writer was from everyone else.
That almost certainly didn't help, which comes on to my final point. While the four interviewees seem to have quite a bit of camaraderie with each other, they don't mention the writer pretty much at all in terms of their long working sessions.
Ooh.
He apparently sent in the scripts and worked on them in complete isolation from everyone else. Like, that was the extent of his involvement, apparently.
Yeah.
I see.
Which shows a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tokyo 24th Award.
Yeah, this one just kind of stumbled at the end and, like, it didn't say anything profound, even though it was asking some really deep questions. Like, hey, are you going to answer the question of whether authoritarianism or anarchy is better? And it's like, no, we're just going to go the middle road and not really resolve any of this.
Hooray for centrism.
Yep. This is just like hardcore centrism. This whole show. Even though Shuta, the guy who embodies it, is like the biggest fucking waffler.
Fence sitting for the win.
Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah,
God damn it.
fence sitting for the win. It's perfectly valid strategy.
Yeah, this one's just meh. Like, there were a couple good action sequences in it. Like, in the final episode, it had a pretty neat action sequence. But it wasn't, like, anything to write home about overall as a show.
Yeah.
I don't feel like my time was completely wasted by this, because there was still some fun stuff here and there, but overall, I feel like I could have just spent time watching better anime.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, because I thought it had potential.
It had potential, it just utterly squandered it.
Yeah.
I thought it had potential.
Cloverworks tends to do that, huh?
I was gonna say I thought it had potential until I saw Cloverworks. Because I just don't trust them anymore.
Understandable.
And it's like, and these all happen on like different teams for different reasons. It's like, it's just. I know it all it's mostly just happens to be all under the same umbrella, but it's like, it's still crazy how this keeps happening.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Just one last thing while we're still on the Cloverwork subject. Something that I didn't realize until I read an article is that the recap at the start of the Wonder Egg finale / special reframed the Sawaki stuff as less creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be just so that the whole Sawaki was innocent all along bullshit was more quote unquote palatable.
Yeah.
No, just made me more angry, frankly.
Yeah.
No, definitely agreed.
So yeah, I just wanted to get that out in the air.
Yeah.
So our penultimate show, trapped in a dating sim, the world of Otome games is tough for mobs.
Mm-hmm. Good use of the word penultimate there. I love it.
I like to
Yeah.
speak fancy.
Yeah. So, main boy isn't the only person who got isekai.
Oh.
Uh, this girl who has been hijacking the Otome game Heroines role was also an isekai. Go figure. And has been basically imitating the former protagonist's lines to get her own harem of hot dudes, which I can respect the game. I can respect the goal of that, I guess. But she's also just been dicking over the heroine in the process, and also her internal thoughts are very much not nice compared to what she's projecting to the boys she's been seducing. Also, it doesn't help that the guys are kind of stuck up assholes because aristocracy and all that.
Mhm.
So yeah, the protagonist engages in all of them in sequential one-on-one mech battles and utterly destroys them because he cheated, so to speak, by getting an utterly broken mech that steamrolls them. Gee, I wonder what the outcome could have possibly been. Yeah. Honestly, this is pretty trashy, but it's a fun time. The protagonist is kind of a gremlin asshole, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't at least somewhat enjoy his antics. Partially because of how just utterly unapologetic he is and how much he hates the stuck-up nobility. But you know what? Fair. Completely understandable. It doesn't hurt that he has actually had some nice moments of treating the former protagonist nicely and stepping up for the would-be antagonist when she was in a tough spot. Because at that point, she hadn't really done anything wrong. All she did was say, "Hey, this girl is making moves on my fiance," and some of her groupies decided to bully this girl without her permission or encouragement. So, she's effectively a victim of the plot of the original Otome game at this point, which sucks for her. But things are at least looking up with the protagonist deciding to champion her in this gauntlet of kicking princelings' asses. Honestly, it's kind of fun to see a bunch of snooty noblemen just get ruffle stomped.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they're all, "This can't be happening. I'm better than this." Yeah, no, this is just dumb power fantasy stuff. It's funny enough, but I don't expect this to be any high quality.
Yeah.
I have my bar set low, and I'm being satisfied that it is meeting that low bar.
Okay.
It hasn't gone below the low bar, so that's good.
Yeah.
But raising our bar with our final show, it's your boy Kongming.
I'm glad we
Yo,
get to
boy!
always end on a banger.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We got flow, and we got rhythm, and we got style, and we got schisms.
Okay.
Poor Eiko.
Yeah, poor Eiko.
Also, I'm not good at freestyling. I will admit that. I am terrible. I am sorry.
No, it's fine. So, the organizer for the festival that Eiko started.
Oh god, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. That very funny guy. He wants her to be in a huge event, but needs to get, what was it, 100,000 likes?
100,000 likes.
That's a lot of likes.
It is a lot of likes.
Mm-hmm.
But Kongming
Your boy
thinks
Kongming
that she
has a
can do it.
plan.
Yeah, he's the man with a plan.
Yeah, just a man
And
with a
of
plan.
course, the first thing they need is a rapper. So,
Because of course.
yeah, makes sense to me. So, yeah, basically, Eiko practices her refining her singing, writes a new song and all that, while Kongming starts forming connections, do a bit of digging, and tracks down a promising rapper who, unfortunately, had a pretty
He
bad
has anxiety.
experience. Yeah, pretty extreme stress caused him to have a stomach ulcer.
Yep.
Which, yeah, that's unfortunate, and he's been away from, he's been out of the game ever since. And now Kongming challenges him, and if he wins, he has to join up and be Eiko's rapper.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, Kongming is a brilliant bastard because he doesn't have to win, because he's going to have Eiko singing in breaks between this little event, so that he's guaranteed to hear her.
Yeah.
And once he does, he'll probably fall in love with her voice and want to help her out anyways.
That's his belief. He thinks that everyone who hears Eiko singing will fall in love with it.
And he would be right.
So far, he's been fucking right. Yeah.
He is
Can't
not been wrong.
Singing.
Can't fault the assumption.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we had the festival, where Kongming took advantage of the indie band's lackluster performance.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something.
Proceeded to help them out by
Yeah.
giving the lead singer
throat remedy.
shit for his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something I didn't realize from the first, based on the first episode, which only became clear to me in the second episode. I thought the club manager genuinely believed that, Kongming was Kongming. No, I didn't realize he actually thought, no, this is just some dude who's really, really committed to the part of Kongming.
Yeah.
Or so he thinks.
Yeah. And he's hoping the new rapper.
He's
Like,
both of those Imagine spots, like Eiko's being this just like fucking giant Chinese warrior with a giant mic that smashes the place up. And
that was a fucking great Imagine spot.
And then the manager's being just some fucking Three Kingdoms nerd he can talk to.
That'd be great.
But as it turns out, Kabe Taishin does have at least some knowledge on the Three Kingdoms.
Seems that way, yeah.
He had that book.
He's also a pretty damn good rapper, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think most of the rappers we got in this episode were good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of some good old anime rap.
Especially what was his name? Sekitoba Kung Fu, I believe.
Sekitoba Kung Fu, voiced.
That's such a great name.
Voiced by Subaru Kimura. So Todo.
Todo.
Awesome. Oh, but yeah. Oh, so much fun. And if you guys paid attention to the ED, we already know what's gonna happen. What's gonna come from this. So.
I mean, I feel like we could have guessed that, even without the ED.
But I think they showed off this version of the ED too early.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but
yeah, no, this is a fantastic show. Absolutely, so much fun. Again, this is another one where I just had a number of screenshots I could have used just because of fucking facial expressions. Or my first one was Eiko doing a spit take. Eiko's happy face after I think it's at the start of episode 2 or maybe 3. No, I think it's 2. It's 2. After the is it after the festival? Whatever. Her happy face.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then yeah, just that shot of Kongming going, "This is our new associate," with the fucking giant dude with the mic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kabe Taishin's reaction to fucking Kongming in the laundrette.
Yeah. That's a
Kongming is
fitting reaction.
fun. It's a good look for him. He can work
Yeah.
the look.
Oh god, this show is just so much fun, and you know
Yeah,
the music
it's really good.
the music has stayed consistently good.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to see the rap battle.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very much curious because Kongming clearly has a plan.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, his take on the rap, even though it is more of a sutra, was still pretty slapping.
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You know, battle rapping is generally about insulting your opponent, and Kong Ming will have, you know, researched. Well, we know Kong Ming also already knows an absolute shit ton of stuff about Kabe Taishin,
Oh yeah.
but will his knowledge in the Three Kingdoms be enough to give Kabe Taishin enough info? Is the question, I suppose. But
Probably.
that's
Mhm.
something we'll have to wait until next Thursday.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep, rip.
But
Yeah,
we get
great
this until
fucking
mid-June.
show.
We get this until mid-June. So
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic show.
Probably the biggest surprise of this season.
Yeah.
Oh, easily the biggest and best surprise of the season.
Yeah. But we got some very nice surprises this. I'll be
This
honest.
has been a much stronger season. I was anticipating a strong season. This is even stronger than I expected.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah.
this has been a good season. This has been a very good season. You know,
What's
I
incoming for next season?
I
uh
don't check.
Let
let
me
me check.
see. Oh, sweet!
Uh,
It's a Girlfriend season 2.
oh, Domination season 4.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, Call of the Night. That one's going to be interesting.
yeah.
Shadows House
Oh,
season
oh
2.
yeah, I forgot about Shadow's House.
Studio Unknown. Interesting. Boy.
Another football anime. That should be fun. Two
Love
Yeah.
football.
Live Superstar season 2.
Uh,
I know
oh,
you guys
Your
don't
idol,
care, but I'm excited.
Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
right.
Can't
How
wait
many
for.
cores is that going to be? 1 or 2?
Not sure.
Oh,
We know it'll be
fucking
complete though.
Yeah.
Devil is a fucking part-timer. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that. I liked the first season, but I heard about the ending of the manga and of the light novel rather, and no,
Oh, really?
not touching.
Okay.
But anyway, we should be wrapping up now because we are nearing the 4 hour mark. We have talked at length. We have made our opinions known for all of these shows that we have continued watching. We have, of course, dropped not that many, to be fair. Not that many in the grand scheme of things.
Nothing
This
we
is a
didn't
pretty
already
strong
expect
season.
to drop.
Yeah.
5.
Anyway, so time for my
6.
essay about Don't Hurt Me Healer.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Only about 8 shows that
That's not a lot.
that we dropped and didn't discuss from the premieres. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's really not that many.
You know.
Admittedly, you know, there'll be no Dawn of the Witch next time because that's being dropped.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else about what I said we're gonna drop. So, yeah. I mean, we'll also have, we won't have Tokyo 24th Ward, we won't have Salaryman's Club because those
Yeah,
both will have ended.
And same with Magia, for better or
And
for worse.
Magia record, yeah, no Magia record. So yeah, should be maybe a slightly shorter stream next time. It depends. We'll have slightly more to talk about for some shows. I mean, we only had one episode of fucking Kobe to talk about, even if it was good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see what happens.
Yep.
We will indeed.
So, let's bring the stream to a close and go through the outro stuff. So, in terms of future streams happening, Sunday is more D&D. We are in Utah. Conversations are being had that will be quite awkward for all involved. Tuesday, not entirely sure. Depends on if Fuzzy is available. If not, I will be doing Persona 4 Golden on my own. But if he is, we'll see what happens there. Thursday, more Ace Attorney. We will hopefully be finishing.
Actually won't be available on Thursday.
So no Ace Attorney on Thursday, so probably Persona 4 Golden. I would have to imagine. And then next Saturday, what the fuck is it we're doing next Saturday?
I believe
Shonen Ending Problem is currently on the bracket. We will actually get to that. Discuss all the problems with shonens that have ended. Because so many of them have ended poorly. So many.
No.
I mean, we're gonna get fucking essays out of the likes of Naruto.
Yep.
That's not even one of the worst ones, frankly.
No, it's really not. It's really not.
Fucking Food Wars' final arc.
Oh my god.
The actual epilogue stuff is good. If that had happened, after Central, that would have been a really good ending. But no, they had to do Blue. But that's the type of things we're gonna discuss next Saturday for the Shonen Ending Problem. So, with that done, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed us nattering on. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and on Twitter to get notifications for when we go live. And otherwise, hopefully we will see you tomorrow in about 14 hours. 14 hours. 14 hours is about right, I think. For more D&D. Good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.